You know where it says like
Oh, it
recent
says
sub and shit
icy
like
hot.
Bro.
Maybe it's because I'm putting icy hot on my
No
nuts.
shit.
that.
I'm not gonna lie though. Sometimes I put an ice pack on my nuts, like
So-
when I'm trying to relax at the end of the day. Feels
Listen,
good.
I
That's
really
weird.
did.
What
I
the
really did that
fuck,
shit
dude?
one day. I got out of
So
practice.
did I. What?
Yeah, I was got out of practice and I got hit in the stomach real hard, and I went to put some on my stomach, and I got in the shower and I still had some in my hands. First thing I watch is my nuts. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep clean. You know what I'm saying? So I put some icy hot there, and what it felt like was somebody putting them in a vice, bro. Like just
Yeah, that shit hurts.
squeeze and then it lets up and you just feel fire. It's like,
That shit reminded me, bro. I remember like NBA when we used to have like full mass. I'll be like, yo, you guys smell your balls sometimes? Do you guys like? You just feel the smell, and everybody was just like, what the fuck?
Yo, by the way, you guys came together. Were you guys at a CTA or something?
No, but we often do come together.
Is that like? Is that like? Is that planned or is that like just happens?
No, it's not. Right now.
My wavelength.
I saw yo, Jason sounds so much like Seth Rogen, bro. So
I
fucking
I
much.
got alcoholic Alec Jones the other day. That was a good one.
you do sound
That's a
like
good
Alex
one.
Jones.
That is a good
yeah, that is
one.
definitely a good one.
They're making the frogs gay with the water.
He's actually, his voice is actually much raspier. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
it's
They're
like
making the frogs gay with the water.
Yeah, that's better.
exactly.
That's my go-to Jason voice right there.
Nice.
But by the way, if anybody missed it, boys in the chat, if you go to my YouTube, we just posted. We're posting two things tonight. Number one is if you missed it, the NA war report between Africa and Sarge, episode 1. And then the second thing is the Ali interview from last week. So those are two things. Now, having said that, Swolebenji, this dude is basically everybody that I know told me not to interview this dude. Right, and I'm not talking about you guys who are here in this Discord channel with me. Thanks for that link, Flacco, by the way. Yeah, but I'm not talking about Flacco, Jason, Seed. I'm talking about, for example, I was in the Zori's chat or in those more, you know, where they have more casual audiences, right? And everybody was saying, don't give that dude attention. Don't interview this dude. He's bad for the game. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. And I'm like, damn, motherfuckers really hate this motherfucker, you know? And I was like, shit, now we have to interview him. We have to do it. And, bro, this dude might beat me for the most hated dude on Albion, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, me and Seed were looking at some Reddit shit. Yo, people are going hard on this guy.
Like,
right,
we were like, it was a slow escalation. Like, man, they don't like this dude. And I was like, man, they kind of hate this guy. Damn, they hate this dude. And it's like, yo, hate isn't the word, bro. Like, that's...
It's bad.
Yeah, this is like Charles Bronson. Somebody killed your whole family. I'm buying a 357 hate. Like, it's bad. People really hate this motherfucker. I don't know why.
Yeah, so we're going to find out today because we're not sheep. So I don't care what this person or that person says about this person. It doesn't matter to me. So what we're going to do today is we're going to find out the truth ourselves, okay? So we're going to drag the homie up. He knows the rules. We talked for a couple minutes. See if anything is off limits for him to talk about. And really the only thing that he really said was he just wants to keep his private shit private because we're playing it in a hardcore MMO and, you know, people are toxic and, you know, the doxing and stuff like that. So that's completely understandable. So we're going to drag him up here and we're going to find out for ourselves what the deal is. So, boom, there you go. Yo, so Swole, first of all, let me give you a big round of applause, sir, just for coming on. I got to give you a big round of applause, sir.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome, bro. So, we were talking a little bit about you, and everybody in this Discord channel right here, I know them for a long time. And all of us here, we're pretty curious people, and we don't really listen to, for example, if 10 people are saying, bro, fuck this guy, fuck that guy, because we're used to it from the guild politics, right? You know how those are. It's very toxic. Game. Right. So we're used to that type of stuff. So 10 people could say this dude's the devil. At the end of the day, you can meet that dude. He could be the nicest dude. We never know. So these are my boys here, and we're all pretty curious people, and we're not really sheep like that. So we make our own decisions. So we said we got to bring Swolebenji in here. I was surprised you said yes, by the way, because I never seen you do an interview ever. Is that on purpose?
Asked. No, I would love to collab with people and hang out with them and stuff, but everyone's like afraid of me or something. I don't know what the deal is.
Oh. Yeah, you did warn me about that. You're like, bro, be careful though. Like all the cancel culture people might come after you and try to, just for interviewing
we're
you.
Used to those. We're used to those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like people trying to do this as a job, they're like afraid that if I'm teamed up with them, that they're going to get all the hate that I get, and then it's going to ruin their potential career or whatever.
Oh no! Imagine.
Yeah, that's kind of sad that people think like that, bro. That's kind of sad that people think like
you seem pretty successful, man. Like I was looking at your YouTube channel and stuff, and you're doing good, bro. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Bro, 64,000 subs is a lot.
It's not so much about the sub counts anymore on YouTube. Back in the day, that mattered, but now what truly matters is your daily, weekly, and monthly view counts. Which there's channels smaller than me that get like way more views. There's channels bigger than me that get almost no views.
Okay. But I mean, it's still impressive though. You gotta admit, 64,000 subs. Is that the biggest from a YouTube content creator when it comes to Albion?
I don't know who's the biggest as far as Albion goes. Surely there's someone bigger. Like I know there's those checkmarked 100K sub channels that occasionally cover the game, but they don't like main it or make videos all the time on it.
Yeah, you definitely up there though for like making content videos and stuff. You definitely up there for Albion, 100%. Yeah.
So I know, like I mentioned this on the stream about 5 minutes ago, and I said, you're the type of dude that likes to keep his private stuff private. So we're gonna obviously respect that. We're not gonna go, because we know how the online shit is, right? We know, especially when you get a lot of hate, people are gonna come after you. Did you? By the way, out of curiosity, has that ever happened where people tried to dox you and stuff like that? Already?
Oh, all the time. Even under different names, because I used to have other channels where I would troll real life and stuff, and it gets real bad. When you piss off one of those giant YouTubers or whoever the hell they are, they just send their whole army after you, and then it's just you get constantly visited by the cops and prostitutes and plumbers, and it's awful.
Wait, I get this to happen.
The second one, right? Second one, yeah.
Where do we get to leak our information?
It's like hookers coming to your door like dominoes, man. I'm in. Fuck that.
Are they prepaid for?
Yeah, that's.
Oh hell no! And then they still pimps in whenever you don't pay, and it's like, well, I didn't call this person. It's an internet prank. Well, it's not a very funny prank. I'm not joking either.
Yeah, we're gonna fight the guy in Russia who did it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd tell that pimp, like, bro, come on, like, separate yourself from the situation. It's a pretty funny prank.
Has that ever happened? Has that ever happened to you? Specifically, like they sent prostitutes to your house?
Yeah, I've been real life doxed and rated all the time. Only a few times as Swolebenji, but it's still messed up.
That is fucked up. You shouldn't mess with someone's real life. Joking aside.
So let me ask you. So let's start from the beginning, right? Like, so let's say we all went to school together, right? So, like, what kind of person were you? Were you more keeping to yourself? Were you more into sports? Were you into politics already? I know. Like I saw you have a kind of political theme to your content. Was that just from an early age, or is that something you started adopting recently?
I'd kind of have to ask about the political theme. A lot of my YouTuber friends who are very large channels, they're all super right-wing into politics. I honestly don't know anything about politics. I just do it because it makes people upset.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
I don't do any of that stuff. I don't see the point.
Gotcha. So now we're getting to to the thing, because people don't know whether you say some of the stuff that you say just because that's exactly who you are, or it's because you're conscious of the fact that it upsets people and it gets you views and stuff like that. What's your perspective on that?
Oh, it's just for attention. You just say the randomest, craziest shit. And like, obviously not on YouTube because it's not allowed, but like on Reddit or in-game or whatever before I was muted. Yeah, it's just to upset people and get them talking, and just for my own amusement, really.
He is the definition of beneath the bridge dweller, bro. He's a troll, 100% through and through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man's dedicated to his craft. I had to look up some of your stuff recently, and I'm gonna say it's quite impressive. Like, so I have a question, right? When you make videos, like introductory videos or instruction videos, are you taking those serious, or do you like intentionally put misinformation in there and things like that on purpose?
Well, see, like I never understood the whole misinformation campaign people were like rallying against. I make the videos for myself in the event that I stop playing the game, and in the future I can remind myself how to play the game. So it's not intentionally any kind of a misinformation. And every time I ask people, well, how is it misinformative? And they just give me some roundabout dumb excuse that makes no sense or isn't logical at all. And the big one was I made a video about fame per hour in Yellow Zone dungeons, and like all these other YouTubers like, no, that he miscalculated it wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I saw that. Go ahead.
Well, to me, it's like when I fame farm dungeons, obviously I want to, convert the fame credits to level up a weapon that I don't want to ever use in a dungeon, right? So that's the lowest possible way to convert it. So to me, that's how I did the math, and it makes sense to me. I even explained it in the video. That's how I did it. So I don't see how that's misinformative at all.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna ask you about the misinformation too, but like all I saw was that for example, when I started digging into it, it was more like, for example, you're inflating certain numbers and stuff like that. Like I didn't see it as like a big deal. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, some people are like, well, that's with an 8.3 satchel. It's like, well, why wouldn't you be using one of those? It's like, well, newbies won't be using it, but this isn't. This video does it say for newbies on it?
Right.
Yeah, new players wear the 8.3 satchel and go bankrupt. Like, really?
Yeah. So let me take you back to what I was gonna ask you before with like at an earlier age or whatever when you were in school. So what kind of person were you then?
I was many different types of people in different age groups. I guess you want me to go over all of them? It's not really the most happiest thing.
I mean, whatever you're willing to share. That's it. Without getting, too deep into your business.
All right. Well, let's see. I have a really good memory of my childhood. So in pre-K, the preschool, pre-K, whatever the hell it was that I went to, segregated people, which was really effed up. And I told my parents, and they got me out of there.
Wait, segregated how?
As in your skin color, you go in a different room.
Gotcha.
Segregated. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Jesus, how old are you? How old are you?
I don't want to say how old I am, but
I mean, are you in the 40s, 50s?
Yeah, was this in the Jim Crow era, bro?
90s.
It was back when Russia was known as the USSR. So let's
say okay. Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that shit's been illegal for a little while.
Oh yeah,
right.
And it could have been a private business. I don't know. I was too young to know any of this stuff.
Right. I mean, don't let me interrupt you, bro. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, first day of kindergarten, I was late, and the kid that opened the door just punches me in the face, just out of nowhere, right? And that's never happened to me before. Like, I had no idea what violence was or fighting or anything.
And did that give you like a shock to the world, bro?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? What happened? Why? And like my mom's in the parking lot. I turn around and look at her, and she just has this shocked like look on her face. And
shit, my mom would have beaten that kid's ass.
So what happens after that? Like, keep going with the time periods, because in the story you tell me you're still very young.
Do you just want the school bits or like the out of school bits?
No. We want the Swolebenji very swole story. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
all
just your background.
Let's see, like had to live between hotels with my parents, and eventually they got a small apartment, but it was way too expensive for them to upkeep. And then I moved to a trailer park when I was a young age and lived there most of my young to mid-adult life. As far as school went, it was like I lived in an era where it was really uncool to like video games. So like I liked video games. I'd been playing them since I was a very young child, and I would try to talk to other kids about video games, and they would just be like, "Nerd, ew, you're gross," and "Oh, this isn't sports, you're a loser." And I was like, well, so I never really had friends. Because I didn't like football, soccer, basketball, baseball, any of that stuff at all. But all the other kids did. They're all very. That's just the style of the time. And now it's so weird because like everyone plays video games.
Yeah, now it's backwards. You're cool if you play video games, you know?
Yeah, dudes are getting laid
totally
for
normal.
video games. Like, it's ridiculous.
But like I'd be in like the playground and like some kid would bring out his Magic the Gathering cards and a bunch of women would run up and just rip them apart and laugh at them. And it's like, holy crap.
I actually remember shit like that. I remember school people would be like, "Oh my god, look at my Yu-Gi-Oh cards," and somebody would come and just slap them all off your hand and shit. That used to be so.
I mean, those girls are probably strippers now, so don't worry about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I remember those times though. This is much later, of course. I think I'm younger than you, but I definitely remember those times too. And I'm kind of sad about it because I missed the whole like World of Warcraft and those games, you know, era. Because I was like, oh shit, I don't want to be a nerd. So let me go outside and go drink with the boys or stuff like that. But in all honesty, I look back at it now, and World of Warcraft looked pretty fucking fun at the time. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
First
it was the best
were a
of the
lot
time,
of fun.
bro. There was nothing better, to be honest.
There was
Yeah.
nothing better for the first 3 expansions at all. Like, 100%.
Yeah, I quit playing all other games and stopped watching movies and doing anything else but playing that game and working. So
Was that your first like hardcore gaming experience?
No, I had played Ultima Online from a young age, but
There
the thing
you go.
is that I could only play it at a cyber cafe because I didn't have a PC and I couldn't afford internet or anything, and I would have to save up for like months from like visiting family members or birthdays or whatever, and then go blow it at like a cyber cafe that costs like $7 an hour, which back then gas was like $1, I think.
Damn.
So yeah, it was expensive.
I always wanted to go to one of those, man. Even now, I'm like tempted to go to one, you know? Just to say I went to one.
What the fuck?
Dude, I don't know.
It's just filled with, like,
One of those
people
things
playing
that you
League of
never
Legends
did that
and
you're like, damn, man, maybe I should do that, you know?
I haven't been to one in like 6 or 7 years, but that's all everyone was doing. They were just playing League of Legends.
Do you recognize anybody from UO on Albion?
I wasn't part of the community. I was a little child. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends. I just did my own little thing, which was
Okay.
I killed people that left dungeons, and I think I poisoned someone's food and left it on a doorstep, and then they like died with the door open, and I looted their house.
I used to do that
I
shit all the
barely
time,
remember
bro.
anything
It
from
was
it other
fucking
than that.
awesome.
Bro, I love games like that, bro. You can do those stuff and shit.
Yo, UO was the first real game where you could be like a really world-class scumbag, and that was just what you did.
Yeah, you and Tibia,
was
man. Those
fucking
two
great.
games were like just classics, bro.
So UO, what's next? Like, give me your resume of games.
Well, for online games, that was pretty much it until I got a PC, and I played old classics like Diablo 2, StarCraft. I think I played Night Online for a while. I think that was a Brazilian MMO. I don't really remember who made it, but no one spoke English in it. But it was still fun.
Night Online. I actually heard that one time in my life before. I don't remember from who, but I've heard of that game one time. How did you get into Albion, bro?
I was looking for a game, waiting for Classic to come out, and well, no, I think this was before Classic was announced, like 2017. The game just looked cool. It was just interesting, right? It was paid to play at the time, and I played it for the first like few weeks, and I don't know, I kind of got bored of it. I didn't come back until it was free to play.
Which alpha or beta was this?
I don't think I played in the alphas or betas. It was whenever it was like launched and available, and you could make an account on the website, and like the official launch day.
Gotcha. So okay, yeah, I remember now because on launch, I thought for a second that it was free ever since it launched, but I remember it was still pay to play. So you played at launch, and then you came back at free to play. You never wanted to get involved into the guild stuff. Can I ask you why?
Well, okay. A lot of the guild stuff is I've just been burned so bad from literally every game I've played to the point where, you know, the saying is like, well, if everyone's mad at you, it's probably you. And it's like, I guess it is. I don't know what I'm doing though. Like, I don't know why people hate me, but essentially it's like, well, what's the point? I did eventually look into a lot of guilds in Albion, but they're all the same. It's like you get treated like you're a coworker. You get treated like you're their wagey, like you're their little slave. They're not there to make friends with you or to hang out with you. They're just there to, you know, you do the job and everyone
just to get
gets
numbers
a piece
and
of the
stuff
pie.
like that.
Yeah, like I don't care for that kind of stuff. I don't play games for virtual greed anymore.
Right. Wait, so have you tried any guilds, or is this just from you were just seeing this from the outside perspective?
I've entered a lot of guilds under just random like character names, none under Swolebenji, of course, and it's all the same stuff. It's just people infighting and people making you wear stupid sets and yelling at the top of their like lungs at you for the smallest, stupidest shit that no one cares about. And it's like they're treating it like a job. They're treating it like this is gonna matter 10 years from now. Like, oh no, don't loot in the middle of combat. Well, I killed the guy. I'm gonna loot him. What the fuck, right? Like, there's this weird culture about it that I just don't understand. I'm the kind of guy, I don't like being governed by anybody or anything. So I don't see the point of having another real human tell me what I can and can't do in a video game that they're not paying for or paying me to play for, right?
Yeah. But you don't see it as like, by the way, I get your point 100%, and I do agree that a lot of guilds are like that. But you don't see it as like certain guilds, even like smaller guilds. You don't think that there's communities out there where everybody's working together for the same objective, and you know they get enjoyment from achieving that objective, for example?
I mean, yeah, it feels good to win and win with your pals and stuff, but a lot of the times it's at least from all the guilds that I tried out, there's so much infighting. People hate each other. There's little cliques, little inner circles of people, and it's like I don't want to be the third wheel. I want to be like with the cool kids, right?
Yeah.
But also in Albion, you don't need guilds to like get items. Like in World of Warcraft, you have to, you know, go to a 40-man raid and kill a boss once a week and hope that your dagger drops or whatever. But in Albion, you just go to the market and buy whatever you want or craft it or whatever.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You don't have to kill some big bad boss monster to get a special unique drop from them.
You said that you never really were interested in like making friends in school and stuff like that. You had different interests with other kids. Did you find it different online than that, or was it the same story online too?
Well, online was for different reasons. Like in real life, I wanted friends. I wanted to hang out with people, but everyone just had such conflicting interests at the time. Like as a child, everyone was into sports and I wasn't. And then as an adult, everyone in the ghetto is into drugs and alcohol and breaking the law. And it's like, no, I don't want to do any of that. But online, because I was online at a very early age, like in the dial-up days when almost no one had computers, almost everyone on the internet was very wealthy, upper middle class people with college degrees, and like me, like no one from the ghetto had internet or computers at all. So I was like all alone, and everyone just thought I was weird, and I don't know.
They didn't send you the disc? You didn't get the disc in the mail? You didn't get the AOL disc in the mail, man? I'm telling you.
I remember that shit, bro.
You probably
on the counter everywhere.
You should have just took one of them, bro. You get free internet for a month on each disc.
Well, like no one in the ghetto even owned computers. They didn't like computers. They didn't care for them. And to me, it was like the best gaming console, well, not console, the best gaming peripheral machine thing would be a PC. So as a gamer, I obviously, you know, wanted a PC.
Mm-hmm. Like, for example, I saw, by the way, I searched on Google, Swolebenji Reddit, to kind of dig up and see what I could ask you about, what you can clear things up on, what people were saying, things like that, just doing like basic research, right? Because I wanted to come prepared, you know, to some level. But for example, I only saw you talking about like the big guilds and stuff like that one time, and you were talking about like a whole bunch of doxing that was happening in the big guilds and like a bunch of RMT and stuff like that. Can you talk about your perspective on that?
Well, just from the Albion stuff, or just in general, like RMT in general?
I mean, wherever you want to go with it. It's everything's fine.
Well, I've been around a lot of people that did RMT. I mean, hell, I did it in like 2003 on RuneScape and a bunch in World of Warcraft. I quit a long fucking time ago, though. But a lot of it is just people making money in the real world. And then if you mess with their money, then they fuck with your real life, basically. They come after you.
Mm.
Like, for instance, in World of Warcraft, I made videos complaining about bracket stacking bots, which in that game, you have these bots that kill each other over and over to increase the PvP pool so that people can get rewards easier. And by messing with those, it like made people so upset that they were coming at me in real life over it. Like, it's a fucking video game.
Gotcha. What about on Albion specifically?
Oh yeah, there were people selling silver for real life money for sure, but it was like it wasn't even worth it. But they had like entire bot farms and stuff doing it, or using their guilds siphon energy, selling that, and whatever else they got from their guilds. And a lot of it was from people that I know that played who were in these guilds. It showed all these screenshots and stuff, and I've known them for a long time, so I'm willing to take their word for it. But like, I never really got close to anyone to be like, oh, hey, man, hey, Swolebenji, you want to get on this RMT? Like, no one really ever invited me to, like, participate with them. But it's pretty obvious when they're doing it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I will say the amount that people say that of RMT that happens in these guilds is definitely blown out of proportion. But there is 100% RMT happening,
Well, the thing is, like, you go play any MMO, and the majority of the people that play are like in their mid 30s. They work 40 hours a week, and to them, with their $100,000 a year jobs, it's easier for them to just shill out some money and succeed in the game immediately rather than do the grind like everyone else.
True.
Yeah, that's true. So you don't feel like you're a bit disconnected though from that world to because I think it's more like I said, it's not really the way you think, it's not as bad as you think. I think that's only bad. Like, I don't know, what's the percentage where that's happening, do you think?
I know plenty of people that do it. They run bots. They run bot farms. You can go into the Russian HCE Discord or the group dungeon Discord, whatever it is, and there's people just streaming themselves using ESP hacks, bots.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I know guys that run gathering bots in the black zone, and people are like, "Well, there's no bots in the black zone." But the thing is their bots. Yeah, their bots get killed, but they also don't get killed often enough for it not to be profitable.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I always thought too. It's individual people and like very small groups of people that are doing that the most. Like,
in Albion it is, but
yeah,
like, if you look at any other game, it's so bad.
Gotcha. I didn't really play other MMOs, so you have to understand my perspective is very limited on this. I don't know if you're looking at my stream or I can stream it on Discord.
Just stream on Discord
here. Yeah, I'll stream it on Discord here. I wanted to go over some Reddit stuff.
Yo,
what's up, Aussie? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, homie. What's up? I was watching your stream, man.
Yo, welcome home, bro. Welcome home.
Yep.
Thanks for joining.
Everybody doing well. Yeah, of course.
So, Swole. Do I call you Swole or do I call you Benji? What do you prefer?
It's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Shit, you call me Swole. Shit.
I'm saying, I'd blush if you did. Shit.
So I wanted to get your opinion on a couple things here, right? Of what people say about you, and then I wanted you to be able to get your perspective on it. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine. I find the Reddit shit hilarious. I love it when people make those hate threads. It cracks me up. It's super entertaining.
Yeah, you actually have a video about that, and it's like a 1-hour video. I'll be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm definitely gonna ask you about that too. So if you guys all wanna jump into my Discord stream real quick, you'll be able to see. Tell me if you can see it.
Can you
see? All good.
You can see it on the stream too, yeah.
It's a little blurry for me, but I think I'm just blind.
A little blurry. I mean, the Discord quality, the Discord makes the quality shit sometimes, you know.
It looks perfect. It looks perfect to me, to be honest.
So what I noticed is, so this is the first post that I found. Is people are asking, why do people dislike Swolebenji, right? And there's this one guy called Dexter, and this dude, I think he copy and pasted the same shit on all of the posts that had to do with you, bro. Is this some sort of stalker that you have or something?
Oh yeah, he's gonna follow me around probably for the next 5 to 10 or longer years. A lot of YouTubers have these dudes. A lot of the people that I know that do trolling, like there's a British guy I know, he does trolling in Second Life, and he has people that do this shit to him from like 15 years ago. He minorly inconvenienced them in a video game once, and they just lose their shit and follow them around forever.
Yeah, like,
I think it's funny.
I don't think this guy's a troll, bro. I think this guy's a creep. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, there's a difference between trolls and creeps. This is definitely a creep.
This is a creep, bro. This guy's not a troll. Like, you might be the one trolling.
Dexter. Nobody names themselves Dexter 2016 without being a little bit off.
Big fan, Jason. Big fan.
Hey, Aussie.
So this dude says he brings up a bunch of shit, and this is one of the things I saw a lot is the questionnaire that was that you have in your Discord, right? So for example, if people don't know, you have a lot of subs on YouTube, and they're invited to come to join your public Discord, right?
Yeah. Now that there's a whole story with that, but I'll let you go on.
Yeah, I mean, you can fill me in whenever, and you can interrupt me whenever, because I can be wrong about any of the shit I'm saying. I'm very ignorant. So, anyways, so you have your Discord, and you have like a Chad rank, right?
In the current Discord, I do have a Chad rank, but it's just people that play games with me. It's not like anything super, crazy like these dudes are going to talk about.
Gotcha. So would I have to, let's say I joined and I want to get a Chad rank? Would I need to fill out a questionnaire, or there's other steps, or is that it? Like, we just have to be cool?
You just play games with me. And in the old Discord, the questionnaire was supposed to be an entire meme, but I didn't own that server. I don't own the one that I'm currently using either. The guy that owned it, I think he was possibly with these group of people. I don't know what I did to upset him, but he made the questionnaire like mandatory, which I wasn't aware of. But he also made it where it auto banned people that answered it wrong, and it's like, well, that was never the case. And once I learned that was happening, I got into a big argument with him. He just nuked the whole server.
Gotcha.
I got a new guy that operates it now, but he's been gone for a long time, like almost a year. I haven't heard from him, so I just have access to the bot that can like ban people and delete spam and shit. Yeah. So it's pretty much a dead Discord, believe it or not.
Yeah. So, and I see like the same theme reoccurring, right? So for example, people are saying that you're muted in game for various toxicity and slurs in the chat. I found some screenshots about that. You could tell me about that. Are you perma muted? Or are you muted in the game, or are you free?
Yeah. I'm perma muted forever.
Gotcha. I saw something about you saying like I think this is one of the screenshots that got you muted, right?
Yeah. Why does this upset people? There's like this is all harmless 4chan shit.
What is the word Jannies, by the way?
It's short for janitor. It's what 4chaners call the moderators of the website that have to clean up the mess.
Wow.
Bro, I thought it was gonna be something way worse than that, bro. That they muted you for that? Or was it spam?
They muted me for this and the screenshot.
And this screenshot here, is this an actual ticket that you wrote to SPI or no?
Well, there's a story about that one too. It doesn't show the full ticket.
Yeah.
No, see, here's the thing. I used to hang out with a lot of, like a group of trolls, right? And everyone has their little, hey, look what I did in this game. Look what I did in this game. Ooh, right? So I had to do something along with them, right? And mine was just bitching out one of the game masters. And then, if you scroll this ticket down more, there's like a whole nother paragraph that's like, hey, I'm just doing this for clout, and, don't take any of it seriously and blah, blah, blah. But it's whatever.
I think it was probably the suckle my toes cunts at the end of the thing that really probably twisted him. The rest of it seems reasonable. No, I hear you, man. The handwritten apology is a nice touch. See, that's some shit that I would ask for. Just like no, typed isn't acceptable. I want a handwritten fucking apology.
See, the goal is to be as outrageously crazy as possible so that Reddit gets mad at it, and to impress other trolls that are doing the same thing in other games.
I actually believe that because you're the one that leaked this, right? Because SBI is not allowed to leak their tickets.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay, yeah, so that actually makes sense. So for people that don't know, how much of the stuff you say is troll and how much of it is serious? Give me a percentage.
Well,
50-50?
I mean, like if I make a tutorial video, that's just how to play the game. Like everything
Right.
on YouTube
It's
mostly
legit.
should be troll free, unless it's like a specific video of trolling, like stealing a blue zone dungeon or ganking people in the yellow zone. I find that stuff fun, so I do it in a game. I don't care what people think or if they think it's bad or whatever. There's people out there that they compare like ganking a lobby in World of Warcraft to like abusing animals or something. It's weird. Like I play games to have fun and make stupid dumb memories. Like what are you going to remember more? Like let's take Gary's mod. You know what Gary's mod is?
Yes and no. Can you give us a quick description of what that is? Like I know it's a game where you can play a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, you can play a bunch of like random games. One of them is like dark RP. So what you're supposed to do is you belong to a town and you can have a job and you can be like a gun salesman or a cop and you run around and interact with other people that are also role playing, right? But to me, like what's more memorable, that you played the game 12 hours a day and farmed credits to sell guns to people, or you find some loud kid on a microphone, you pin him against a wall with prompts and then he screams delete this while he slams his keyboard into his microphone? Like what's more memorable and funny?
Right. Like so
Yeah, I feel personally insulted. I'm just saying.
why?
Describe C.
The role playing kid.
Fuck.
Do you like RP?
Not really. I think it's kind of cringe and kind of forgettable. Like, I want to do things that people remember, even if it's good or bad, in a villainous or heroic way, for instance. Like a long time ago, wasn't there like an Albion like dude that played since beta that donated a lot to the game? Didn't he die and they have like an in-game funeral or something like that?
Yes.
So to me, it's like, to make a funny memory that people are going to, bitch and complain about forever, let's get a bunch of people together and, funeral bomb them, gank everybody that attends or something if it's in the flag zone or whatever.
Oh, that's fucked up.
And I know people are like, well, that's so mean, you shouldn't do that, it's a funeral, oh my god. But like, if I died and someone hosted a funeral, I would love if they did that. Like, that's memorable. It's funny to the right people, yeah, to like Redditors and people that are like super into drinking soy or whatever. It's not funny, but it's a video game. Who cares?
Right.
No one's really getting hurt,
Right.
and the game allows it. So
My
why not?
emotions are getting hurt.
I mean, I guess the important thing in those situations is the intentions, So like if you're doing it from a good place and not an angry place, then it's a different story, I think. Or what's your POV on that?
So people would do things in the game out of anger, like why? Like you, I guess, like blow up their base and they get really mad and raise an army to blow up your base. That's
No,
playing the game, really.
No,
Like,
100%. I'm saying, like, let's say you want to fuck somebody over, like, let's say at what you said, like at a funeral, at an in-game funeral, and people come in out of anger, out of spite, to try to fuck it over. Do you think that's fucked up, or do you think it's okay?
Well, I mean, if they hate the guy, then the game allows them to do it. I don't see the problem. I mean, right?
Gotcha.
Listen. I'll tell you something, because this is like right up your alley. So I have experience in this. I was once in a while getting named Serenity now.
Yes. I know the name immediately. It's the Lord. Yeah, that funeral.
Give us some backstory, Steve.
So a guy had suffered a stroke on the Illidan server where I had started the game at. And they did an in-game funeral for him.
How do you suffer a stroke in World of Warcraft?
No, he died in real life. Bro.
Oh, I thought that was the game.
This is crazy, bro.
That's all. My bad. All right, go ahead.
And it was at the time, it was a good idea. We thought it was funny to. I just tagged along. I don't want to be blamed for this shit. They went and did it. I ended up getting banned on that account because I was talking shit on the forums. I was 17. I was dumb.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we've done this. We did exactly what you're suggesting, and I'll say it with this: people will hate you forever. So that's why I said this is right up your alley. If you find one of those, I would go for it.
I couldn't get enough people to do it. I couldn't get anybody to want to do it. That was my problem. Is no one was
how many people did you
interested.
ask, bro?
My entire Discord.
Oh my god.
Like people in other Discords, just nobody cared.
I would have did it off of GP. I'm just saying. That would have.
Yeah, if you ever need a brimstone, you go ahead and message me. I'm in.
Oh fuck.
I also we threw a wedding in game in Albion that was ganked by our own alliance, which was pretty funny.
You guys gotta do that shit on your guild island, bro. You guys gotta learn.
Nah, fuck that. That's the risk. What you mean? We don't want to do that dumb shit. Let's have it on the guild island, passive place. No, it's a war game. I want somebody to come fuck this.
We had a funeral for Crean one time. That shit was dope. And he showed up 3 months later.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh shit!"
Bro, he was gone. There was two dudes. There was two dudes in Blue Army that they went missing for like months and months at a time. They never logged into Discord. They never said they were going nowhere. Blah blah blah. So we thought that they died, bro. One of those people was Crean. The other one was Smokey. So these motherfuckers didn't show up for a year, bro. Right? It was like a year. So we did a funeral for Crean. This motherfucker shows up like 3 weeks later.
He's like, "Oh, I'm not dead."
So that shit was pretty funny. But
he was in rehab. He had a hooker addiction, so his family put him in rehab.
Yeah.
That's an expensive habit.
Yeah. So, but I definitely respect your perspective on that shit, Benji, because like you're just putting your logic into it. You know, if it's within game mechanics, it's not cheating, it's nothing like that, then anything is allowed, right?
Well, to me, trolling should be kept in-game using in-game activities or in-game mechanics. Cheating, maybe. Like, I don't cheat in Albion, obviously, but like when I had a Minecraft griefing channel, I would load up 1 million cheats and just go blow up a server. Because it was funny, it's memorable. I still remember that stuff from so many years ago. Why not?
So you're a griefer.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, that's the fun in video games. I would say it stems from like sadism, you know, but whatever.
Is it because you grew up in the ghetto?
Oh yeah, like that's what people did to each other in the ghetto. They just tormented each other constantly.
Is that what the ghetto is like?
So I was gonna ask you about this. Because everybody always was talking about how you're that dude in the yellow zone and red zone that just goes around and just ganks the shit out of noobs all day. Is that true?
Not the red zone, no, because I'll be outnumbered and killed and lose my stuff. I still get down in the yellow zone. I mean, I pay the repair bill like anyone else does.
Oh, but... the way he speaks, he's proud of his shit.
Yes.
Why not? I like doing it. I find enjoyment in it. It's memorable.
And you don't lose a set.
I feel like the only people who actually don't like you are victims of what you've done.
Yep.
To be honest.
Maybe people indoctrinated by colleges or people that are brainwashed by Disney media, you know.
Yeah. Oh shit, yo, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yo, that thing a fucking twist.
So let's go with the some of the political stuff without getting too much into it, because we know how Twitch and YouTube is. So it's like, you know, we'll dance around it, you know.
Wait, are you a Florida man?
I've been to Florida before. Very, very fun place.
Yeah, I live in Florida.
The people were kind of rude. Like I went to a 7-Eleven. They wouldn't even smile or really greet me at all.
I went to a 7-Eleven, bro.
I mean, in their defense, they do live in Florida.
People there hate their life already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You guys,
it's always hot. It rains 20 times a day. Like, I mean, I like this, but I can imagine.
I don't know, there's way hotter and more humid places than Florida.
Alabama, holy shit. Alabama is so fucking hot. Alabama, Louisiana, I almost died of heat stroke.
Oh, Louisiana is pretty bad, but still Florida's hotter, bro. Come on.
The swamp heat is next. Anyway,
open up my...
Hey, you know why Jesus didn't go to Florida, right?
Oh no!
He needed 3 wise men and 1 virgin. Couldn't find him.
It's so stupid.
Just saying, man.
So see, we're gonna need your narrating voice here. If
sure.
so we got another one of Swolebenji's biggest fans here. His name is Zai Sun, something like this. So he's basically gonna lay out the basic rules for Benji's Discord or whatever, and then he's gonna get into the questionnaire stuff, you know. So we're gonna ask Benji a little bit about this, see his opinion on this. So, and then we'll ask you some questions. So Sid, you start with the number 1 for me, Sid, since you're better at reading.
Don't at me or use the reply function. Do it and go to blue pile jail.
Blue pilled.
Blue pilled. That's 2 L's. Okay. Don't ask questions that are already covered in videos. That's all this Discord has turned into, and I'm sick of it.
Nice.
Are you gonna say number 3? Or you just want me to keep going?
Just keep going.
Obviously, don't break any Discord stupid bullshit rules. Get the Chad Gamer rank and break them in the Chad Gamer channel, hidden from normie eyes. If you spend more than a few months without taking the questionnaire, you're getting jailed till you do. No, you can't post pictures till you get the Chad Gamer rank. Prevents raiders from doing stupid shit. If your Discord account is brand new, it's getting jailed. If you donate and have proof of what a donator and want a donator rank, hit me up. No, you can't buy. Hey, I'm losing it. Can you stop streaming it? I'm scrolling it. I just lost it.
Just stop. No, it's too late. Try your best.
If you really don't want to do the questionnaire, then either get to know me for a really long time or hope for a miracle. Goddamn. If you type like a downy, you're getting jailed. I know it doesn't show in my videos, but I am not a well-adjusted member of society. I am literally homeless and starving. If you do something that I find insufferable or annoying, you're getting jailed.
That's my favorite one. That would be some shit I would say.
Don't try to DM me. I have it turned off. If you want to DM me past the questionnaire, I know you probably have questions, but I'm not your private gamer consultant or your friend. I don't have time to waste with normies and people I don't want to associate with. Ask your shit in the proper channel if it hasn't been covered in a video. Number 11, and then the final. No, there's a bunch of these. Oh, there's more. Don't ask me personal questions unless you have the Chad Gamer rank. I make a lot of low IQ idiots upset over video game trolling, and I'm not gonna dox myself because you feel parasocial relationship between us. Because you feel some parasocial relationship between us, just because you like my videos. Prove your worth and take the questionnaire. TLDR, take the questionnaire. So Benji. These look like, are these amendments and new rules here? Is that what we're getting at next?
That's like the first 10's the Bill of Rights, and now
the first 11, here we go, right? Yeah. Don't try to scam or screw people over people. Oh, so I would assume that people were getting scammed. I see want to sell X item for Y price when the market average is way below what the person is advertising. I'm here to form a tribe of like-minded Chads, not help you scam newbies. 13. The entire point of the new YouTube channel, this Discord, etc., is to form a gaming guild across multiple games so like-minded chads have people to play with. No, I won't outright tell you what type of tribe this is. That's what the questionnaire is for. Filter out the unwanted. Don't add me to your Discord friends list if you are a Chad Gamer rank. Seriously, like hundreds of you do this daily. Starting 2/6/21, I'm jailing anyone that does this. Jailing certain, or lack of, Discord avatar users. This is to prevent people buying old, unused accounts to gain access and to filter out unwanteds. Also jailing lurkers and inactives. If you want to be considered active, post a decent amount a day and take the questionnaire within your first week. Also, new joiners who don't speak at all are getting jailed as well. Now, the entire point was to use the channel as leverage to get geared in WoW Classic. I had to fake who I was for 8 months to get to the gear I wanted.
Yeah, you're a fucking troll, dude. You're a fucking troll, bro.
No, this is the guy saying that he faked it 8 months to get Benji's attention. This guy played a game. Yo, man.
3 days after dropping the charade of my persona, I was G-kicked. I know there are others out there like me, and my life goal is to find them and bring them together so we can actually enjoy video games and not have to worry about what we say or how we play to appease normies. Why not post the hidden rules?
Yo, what's up, Syndic?
It was being used against me in games and cancel culture. Is at an all-time high. My job is to protect people of my type as well as protect people who don't mesh with us. Anyway, I mean mesh with us away so they aren't wasting their time. There we go. I finished it.
Okay, so
These are the questions.
then we'll get to the juicy part. But
Can I answer the questionnaire? Is that possible? I feel like I should.
you should. Yeah, you can. Why not?
Yeah,
Why
okay.
not?
No, I'm just saying, when you read it out, I can give my answers if you want.
Yeah, we're gonna listen, Benji. What we're gonna do right after this, we're gonna Jason's gonna answer your questionnaire, and then you tell me if he would pass or fail. All right.
There you go. Now
Well,
we're talking.
to spoil it, there was no way to see how people answered the questionnaire. It was just a pass for doing it regardless. It was supposed to be. But then the fucking guy automated it for some reason, and then, that's when it started becoming a problem, right? It was just supposed to be some dumb meme to upset people. Or to get them, like right now, if, you're in my Discord server, I have a different way of filtering, right? So instead of like a stupid rule set or whatever, there's still the dumb rules, but essentially I have a pitbull channel and a shoplifter channel, and just having those exist will automatically make people leave immediately. They see pit bulls in a negative light, and they're like, oh, I don't want to be part of this, and they just leave.
Dog is so toxic.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh man, what's wrong with pit bulls? They can't do nothing wrong.
Gotcha. So
And it's just a 4chan meme. That's been a 4chan meme for ages.
what is 4chan?
Oh boy.
It's a website you can go to post anonymously, though it was more fun to post with the trip code and make everyone upset, but some nerd made an add-on that filters it automatically, so
Isn't
now
that
it's just filled with
Reddit?
bots.
Isn't that Reddit pretty much?
No,
Reddit's also filled with bots. You wouldn't believe how many bots there are on Reddit. It's crazy.
All right, so let's get to the questionnaire, and Jason's gonna answer us. Benji's gonna tell us if he would pass or fail. All right.
Yo, can I just say something? Talk
Talk to us.
Okay, listen. So, Benji, I've never seen any of your videos. I know what they're about generally, but I never saw any of them. I never talked to you before, but you're the only guy in this game, to my knowledge, besides Mojo and me, obviously, that had, I think, 3 roundtable posts specifically about you.
I've heard they talk about me on conference calls too.
Oh yeah. I gotta say, I'm impressed. You've hurt a lot of people. You ruined feelings. You ruined their gameplay. It was quite inspirational.
Does he deserve a round of applause for that?
I think so.
All right, boys.
Well, see, the important thing is, will I be remembered? And then, like, anytime I play a new game, they're like, are you Swolebenji from Albion? Are you Swolebenji from New World? And it's like, yeah. And they're like, oh my god, you ganked the hell out of me. I hate you. Bleh.
Every time
I think that's awesome.
Remember.
Yeah, bro. Even Syndic knows who you are. I don't know if you know who Syndic is because you're not even into the guild politics.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
All right, but he's
Christ, this guy was being a fucking Yellowstone dungeon the whole time.
Yeah, he gets the same level of hate. He gets the same level of hate that you do, for example, or I do, in the black zones. You understand? You get it in the yellow zones, we get it in the black zones. Same shit. But yeah, you should feel flattered, bro. Are you proud of that? Of what Syndic said, Benji?
Oh yeah, I think it's hilarious that they get so mad over pixels in a video game. It doesn't matter. Like 10 years from now, does it matter what happens in the yellow zone? No.
Absolutely not.
You know what they call Syndic in Albion? They call him
Cancer.
No. They call him
The evil emperor.
the evil emperor from Star Wars, Palpatine.
Yeah, motherfuckers are acting like
Exactly. Like, who's more memorable, Luke or Vader? Obviously Vader. He's
true.
way cooler. Everyone knows who Vader is.
That's
I saw the
true.
new Kenobi, man. It was crazy. Oof, goddamn.
No, that shit's. You like that shit?
I like the last fight. Let's put it that way.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it's with him. He's in it. That's why.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Palpatine is not in that shit, right? Or he is in a couple. No, at all. In the Obi-Wan Kenobi. The series.
No. He's in the most recent movie in the series.
Yeah, he's in the last movie that came out. He's like the final boss, you know.
Gotcha.
Map Tevhuk is the admiral that keeps getting strangled after every ZVZ.
Poor Sophia.
You have failed me for the last time, Map Tevhuk.
You got abused so much, he ended up being good, you know? Like, that's just so funny, bro.
Oh, Mike Tevhuk is the one guy that never fails. Never ever fails. When I come for you, Jason, I will send Mac the Puck.
There you go. That sounds good. If you have to send that guy to crush me, God bless you.
Wait, what do you call his leader, Syndic? His what leader? His incompetent leader? Is that what you call Clat? I remember the Syndic interview. He kept saying that shit,
was
bro.
Funny.
Okay, let's get back on topic here. So question number one.
Questionnaire, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are you from and where do you currently reside, Mr. Jason?
Both answers are New York fucking city, man. I was born here and I moved back here a couple years ago. And
Cool.
I don't really want to go anywhere else, particularly now that, we have new firearms laws. So it's going to be, it's going to be very interesting on Monday, Thursday spots for parking.
Benji, how do you feel about New York? Because it is a blue state. And it just sounds like you're not a snowflake to me.
I'm not a snowflake. I don't want to get into politics too much. I'm just, I'm a middle of the road type of person, but I definitely get a lot of pushback from people on certain things, like I told them like I'm a gun owner and they're like, you own a firearm? I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm in Connecticut, like at my folks' house,
Yeah.
But like people will literally, like, you mention a firearm in New York City and every vagina drives up within a fucking 100 miles, man. It's just
That's
sad.
crazy, bro. In Florida's backwards. Like, as soon as my kid was born, he got a permit already. Like, it's
There
crazy.
you go.
He came out swinging.
Keep on shooting. What you mean?
Benji, I know. You said you know nothing about politics, but you seem like you lean a little bit to the right. Like, how do you feel about New York?
I've never been to New York, but as far as politics go, I don't know too much what blue and red means. I know red's Trump and blue is Biden.
Right.
But I know all my YouTuber, almost 1 million sub YouTuber friends are all heavy right leaning. I know 4chan poll board is right leaning. And it makes the most Redditors mad to support the right.
Oh, so that's why you're
When you go on the
leaning.
streets, you'll wear a red shirt, is what you're saying.
So you're the type of dude that would go to a Black Lives Matter protest with like fully decked out in some Trump clothing, MAGA clothing, just to piss people off. Just to piss people off. Would you do that?
No, I don't. When I did real life trolling, I just did it at like nerd conventions and stuff. I didn't really do it at political like meetups.
Oh, you were doing like what kind of real life trolling were you doing?
Like
Give us
I
an
would go to an
example.
anime convention or an MLG or just wherever what was nearby or where I was at the time, and just talk with and mess with like whatever e-celebs were there or famous people or other YouTubers, and just see what I could do. Just try to make a memory, nothing illegal, nothing physical, just kid shit.
Yeah.
We have a question from the chat real quick. Do you know Sir Rusty Albion? He said,
He's a YouTuber, right? I watched
Yes.
some of his videos before I even started making Albion videos.
well, okay, so he says that he has tried befriending you before, and you told him you would not want to be friends with him. Is
That's
that
fucked
is
up.
that true? Is that what you told him? You just like straight up denied him? He's like, nah, you don't want to be friends with me, bud.
Rusty's so nice, man. But Benji's very picky
And
about who he
follow
chooses
up-
to be friends with.
Follow-up question from him is, will you ask him if I can get a new chance?
Well, okay, so this was going to lead into something else. I had a large amount of alt Discord accounts just planted in every single YouTuber server that I could. And there was only like 3 people that were positive about me in the entire time. Like, it was Big Lips McGee, eQuart, who didn't really have a Discord server. It just his YouTube chat. And who's the fucking third guy?
Nomad Pancho.
It was Jimbinator for a bit. He got converted though against me.
Jimbinator.
He got converted.
Yeah.
Is that the
Because
one
he
that
used to be
passed
funny
away?
with the trolling. Now, I entered these discords just under a complete random, name, not as Swolebenji, and I never identified myself on those accounts as Swolebenji. But everyone else was super hateful and just mean about me. Like anytime my name got brought up, people would just freak out and flip their shit. One guy, he made a bot in his Discord to anytime the name is mentioned, it just deletes immediately.
Okay. I mean,
So my memory sucks. I can't say if Rusty did that or not, but I'm pretty sure at the time I had a good reason. I don't know. Maybe call me on a bad day. My memory is really terrible. That's why I make the videos I make, so I could remember stuff.
oh.
I mean, I have a
Makes
good
sense.
memory of like my childhood and stuff, but as an adult, it's like I don't know. I guess my brain fried from too much retail stress or something.
See, do you want to take over with the questionnaire? For
I don't
Jason?
want Seed interrogating me. That's bad for business, man.
This question used to be a grammar one, but everyone lied. So now it's a meme. Freebie question. Have you ever had sex with a woman?
Let me look at the options here before I answer.
Option A, yes, I've had sex before and I'm a man. Option B, no, just a blowjob. Option C, no, just kissing. Option D, no, just hand holding like 80%
I like that
of
one.
alcohol.
I like that one.
Option E,
I like that
no,
one.
Nope, just a kissless, sexless, hand-holding perma virgin. We chats can help you get laid. Just ask general chat. No memes, no banter. We actually have the password to getting pussy, and it's quite easy. F, no, I am a straight woman. G, yes, I've had sex before and I'm a woman. H, yes, but I'm or they or trans, so it's complicated.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's missing
so-
one, the 3 days, huh? The 3-day rule. But keep going.
So the answer is A, but also potentially H, because
Yeah.
I did spend some time in Thailand and I drink an awful lot. So I can't be sure that H isn't also correct.
Did you
Okay.
forget the Adam's apple check?
Apparently they have a surgery there where they removed
Yeah, you can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Then we're all fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. for
I
sure.
their voice as well, so
Well, it's like they say, if a tree falls in the forest, you know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah.
you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
All right, Benji.
what I'm saying.
Benji, as of right now, he's failing, right? He's failing the chat test. Let's be honest.
No. That one is just because, like, okay, we had this big thing about incels. Like, we could have saved Elliot Rodger. We could have saved all these other incels that did these horrible, terrible things. And it's like, I used to be one in my earlier 20s, right? Like, I know what it's like, so I can help people overcome that mentally and physically. And it's that's kind of originally what I wanted to make a YouTube channel about, not gaming, just fitness and overall mental health and stuff. But it just ended up being gaming because YouTube's YouTube.
So, would you be able to help? Like, because there's a lot of kids on Albion that actually need that type of help. I'm not gonna lie. How would you help
I was
them?
one of them.
you
Show
tell us
them
a little
how to get fit, but aesthetically, but also how to like defeat all the stupid things in your brain that prevent you from being happy. When like a lot of people, they'll have like a crush on a girl for years and they're too afraid to mention anything, right? And then eventually when they do get the courage to like ask her out or show their feelings, then they get dumped or friend zoned or whatever, then it just
or she's
crushes
already
them mentally.
pregnant, something like that.
Everybody was 15 once, see, don't worry.
And there's a way of thinking to prevent all of that bad feelings, all of that stress and anxiety. And
Yeah, just gotta beat that shit
that's
out.
like once you overcome that and then you get a nice looking body, you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah.
How
Just go to Thailand for a couple months.
I'm not into that sex tourism crap.
for the mental stuff? For the mental, we have a dude that we have a couple actually. One of them his name is Dungeon Realms, right? He seems very depressed. He seems very depressed. He seems very like not well. He's a guild leader in Albion, right? How would we go about to help him? Like if we had to set up a step-by-step guide tutorial, if you had to make a video tutorial, how to save Dungeon Realms, #save Dungeon Realms, how would you do it? Can you give us like
I would need to know more about him. Like, is he upset with his physical appearance that
Yes.
girls don't like him?
He's upset with his whole life.
yes.
Okay, well, you have to grind it out. I mean, you hit the gym, get some sort of shitty job to have a little bit of spending money, right? And the mental stuff, you just have to talk to them about it. Like, so, why do you feel this way about this girl rejecting you? Well, if she rejected you, was she really worth your time? Like, why would you be upset if someone doesn't like you, right? You shouldn't waste your time and energy on someone who doesn't feel the same way about you.
Well, you're not going to get your
potentially.
dick sucked. I mean, that's one reason to be upset about somebody not liking you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if he just wants sex, that's completely different than a long-term loving, caring relationship where they feel strong feelings for you.
Yeah, I don't need that shit.
Is it a real big banana over there?
No, not after
No,
that.
I don't think so.
Somebody told me, I don't know if it's true, that Karen is allegedly a gentleman of a Hebrew persuasion like me. If that's true, then I know how we could fix it, so he's less depressed.
How would we save Dungeon Realms?
Money.
Well, if he's one of my people, then we need a stack of bills. So wiggle it under his nose a little bit.
Yo, but Benji, basically, you're saying just get your body right, get your mind right. What about for the mental aspect? Can you give us something for the mental aspect that Albion people can use to combat all the toxic shit that they see every day and stuff like that?
Honestly, mental shit.
I don't know what they're seeing every day, but it's words on the internet. Who cares, right? To me, I've always thought of it's like a freedom of speech thing, right? These gremlins on Reddit making these posts, they're free to do so. It's I have no right to snuff it out or oh, you can't talk crap about me. They're free to talk crap about me. It's fine, even if it's not true or whatever. But I mean, why was that? What would that bother you? What some random stranger on the internet says? I mean, they're not my friend. To me, it's their loss. If they don't want to be my friend and hang out with me, then, well, they're missing out. I don't. It's just how I look at things. It's simple.
It's sound reasoning, yeah.
What would you say? You have a very positive outlook. Did you always have a positive outlook too?
Oh no, hell no. Like growing up as a teenager, as a kid, as a young adult, all pessimistic, all miserable, suicidal, just absolute don't want to live anymore.
And how did you change it? What was the turning point?
Took out the troll blade.
Okay, so I was on, I think, 2X chromosome subreddit or some other female subreddit, and I was looking for ways to increase my trolling game, right? And all these people were complaining about the red pill subreddit. So I was like, well, this is making a lot of them mad. I need to see what the hell this is about. And I started reading, and then it was eye-opening. It was crazy. It was like, holy crap. This is literally me. Like, what the hell? And, the further and deeper you went, of course, the old red pill subreddit, not the current one. The current one's full of shills and bots and scams and crap, so it's not the same as it used to be. But back then, it was very eye-opening.
Can you, for someone like me that I always heard of red pill, blue pill, purple pill, all of these pills and shit. Like, can you break that down for me in simple terms? Like, which one's which? Like, what does it mean?
Well, there's different definitions. If you go by the 4chan or the general red pill term, it means like the absolute truth or the way the world really is. Whereas if you went by the Reddit's, the red pill subreddit, it's just sexual strategy for men and mental health.
Yeah. Was it a hard process to turn that shit around, or did you just wake up one day and you're like, fuck everybody? You know what I mean?
Well, I started reading. I was like, well, a lot of this makes sense. I'm gonna try it out and see how it makes me feel. And before that, I had some experience built up with women and stuff, so I wasn't like going in as a virgin or nothing. So that helps too, obviously, because if you never had any of that go on, like a bad breakup or long-term date somebody, it's kind of hard your first time you go through it. But
Mojo's taking notes right now, super hard. He's super quiet.
Yeah, bro.
What was that laugh?
Is my mic working or? Sorry.
No, your mic is working, bro. Your mic is working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just over here taking notes like Falco said. Vagina scares the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. But question number 3, Jason. Seed,
okay.
Please continue, sir. And by the way, yo, shout out to Big Banana in the chat, man. Shout out to Big Banana in the chat.
It's a real one, right?
Yeah, he messaged
it
he messaged me as him.
Do you drink alcohol, do drugs, smoke cigarettes, smoke pot, have a tattoo, have piercings, or other body modifications or second penises?
All right. Well, as far as the alcohol one, I think that there are multiple videos on YouTube of me drunk screaming at arch members in a psychotic drunk rage. So I don't feel the need to answer that one. As far as drugs, I've done some cocaine off a few strippers, but it's not really my thing. Cigarettes, socially, pot, I've done it. Thing? Yeah, there you go. Entertainer, you're right. I'm sorry, dance. Hey, banana. Smoking pot, I'm already kind of like, it doesn't mix well with me. I'm not crazy about it. It's just not my thing, man.
Yeah.
Tattoos, I do have tattoos. Do not have any piercings. Body modifications. Oh wow, I don't even know what to say to that. What? No.
That's like if you cut off your male body parts, you put on female body parts, stuff like that.
I do not have any body modifications to my knowledge. No.
Okay. How old are you? You're 35, right? 40? How old are you?
Yeah, we're gonna go with option B here and just leave it at that.
Okay. Option B. Boom.
Yeah.
What's your gender? Male. Okay. You know
so
what do you identify as?
There's one other thing though. I identify as trans slender. I'm a fat guy and but I feel like a skinny person inside.
Trans slender.
Yes. Yeah, trans
Wait, hold on. What are your pronouns then?
Yeah. My pronouns are. Let me think here. Sexy or hottie or stud. Any of those,
Or stud.
Stud is what we do.
Are you married?
No.
Kids?
I got 17,000 of them. They're all in Arch.
Lol.
Cool. That's a good answer. Sexual preference?
All the girls, all the guys, I fuck them all.
How much money you make a year? We're not gonna get into your business. Don't worry about that.
That's okay. Yeah.
Do you care about your stats in a video game, like your kill death?
Sorry. I don't give a fuck, dude. My kill death ratio, if you look at that shit, it's fucking embarrassing. I play the
murdering you. It was glorious.
Dude, it's fucking fun, man. Do you play the meta that professional gamers and YouTube state is the best? Do you only play the... Okay, so there's a yes option, a no option, and just my general laughter right there. So no to that one.
Have you ever donated money to a female streamer or paid for an OnlyFans? Are you currently friends with a female and not in a physical relationship with her?
Okay, so in my defense, to answer the second one, first of all, no to the female streamer paid for an OnlyFans. I've not done that. I'm against that. 1,000. No, I'm just kidding. No, but are you currently friends with a female and not in a physical relationship with her? So in my defense, yes, but it's purely to try to get in her pants.
So you're eating.
Benji.
No, in real life, not in a game. I don't.
Have you subbed to a female Twitch streamer before?
Oh, let me see. Ninushka is the only one. She's cool. I like her.
Gotcha. Benji, what do you think about these gentlemen that pay for these OnlyFans, or they pay to get near these women and stuff like that? What's your opinion on that, bro?
I wish I had one, but I've never met anyone that did. And
seriously,
like this is just a like a talking point, right? Not a single person ever has answered that they did, and it's like, well, fine then, I guess. Like, I don't understand the logic behind it. For me personally, like I'm very minimalistic and I don't spend money on hardly anything. But I can imagine some rich office wagey that makes $200K a year, wants to see a particular type of woman and is willing to pay for it. I don't know. I've never met anyone that did. But you see it all the time on the internet. You go to all these websites, it's like, oh, this person made millions of dollars on OnlyFans. It's like, who the hell is giving these people money? Like, what the fuck?
I have a theory, dude.
What's up?
I think it's dominance people.
No.
it's not gamers. It's got to be some other group. I don't know.
No, I think it's Indians and Turks and...
What? No, don't start with that. Don't start with that, bro.
No, but I'm actually serious. I actually think that...
You think it's just that demographic?
From those countries, from different cultures.
Gotcha.
Because the culture in India, it's like nothing that we understand.
That's completely
being from, the US, from EU and everything.
Do you side politically with the left or the right, Jason?
So, here's the deal. I'm a political moderate. I am like the quintessential swing voter. However, living in New York City has led me more to the right just because I want to piss people off. And this is where like Benji and I probably agree. I get so sick of their sanctimonious bullshit that thinking, oh, our side's the good guys and the other side is evil, that I just like kind of trolling them. And, you know, like I see the Proud Boys mentioned here. So I was on the Upper East Side at a bar visiting a friend. And the guy, Gavin McGinnis, who was the head of the Proud Boys, about a block away, we were walking by. You can look this up on the internet. He got in a fight outside of like a Republican meeting, and he pulled out a fucking samurai sword against a bunch of Antifa people and swung it at them, and didn't go to jail for it. So I think that's quite amusing. I can respect the Proud Boys for that.
Wait, what's the Proud Boys?
Samurai sword.
Yeah, the guy literally pulled this shit out and just waved it around at them, like swung it at one of them, and the police just let him leave.
Only in America.
I know.
Do you have family members in this guild or that plan to join? You don't?
No, I don't.
All right, can you fully visualize? What is this question? Yo, Benji, you gotta tell me this question.
It's the NPC check.
Bro.
Can you fully visualize an apple in your imagination? Full color, details, the smell, the taste, the scenery of a market or a beach, with people interacting with or eating the apple. Perhaps a TV character messing with the apple with full details along with the apple. Can you imagine every sense in full detail to that of reality? Yo, Benji, how high were you when you wrote this one?
Well, this one's more of a Twitter-ish meme because like there's an image macro that's like, imagine an apple. Are you a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And in 1, it's like a fully detailed apple, and in 5, there's just a person with nothing in their head at all. It's just blank. And there's like a whole hundreds of people that replied that they can't imagine the apple at all. They just think of the word apple.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna skip question 15 because I don't think Twitch and YouTube likes those
I
words.
think that's probably a question to avoid.
Which stereotype were you in school, Jason? A, jock, athletic, socializing with ease. Were you a nerd? Were you a preppy dude, a more gothic, or an outcast?
I would say that I was a little bit of a nerdy kid. Nobody like messed with me though. I was like a social nerdy kid, but I was nerdy, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
Gotcha. And
But
then
I wasn't like a get stuffed in the locker kind of nerd. I was like the, hey bro, like, you know, help me pass this test. I've been, you know, playing basketball all day, nerd. I'm like, no problem. That guy.
Question 17, what is your education? I don't think this one matters anymore in this day of age.
No.
But yeah, I think that's literally
Yes, I
relevant
graduated
today.
college.
Okay. Do you enjoy trolling in video
Yes, I
games?
Yes, I do. I actually made a character in UO that was, you could have a role called being a peacemaker, where you would silence like everybody around you. Basically, it's like an AoE silence where it freezes everybody. I had this character that's name was Watch Me Nene because he was an annoying bard, and I would just go around trolling every champ spawn and watching people drop. It was fucking hilarious. So I love trolling. Plus, I went with quick swipe on his whole ox thing. I also had I also had a character named Osama bin Oxen in Albion for a while. That to troll arch members that Glut made me delete, unfortunately.
It's always a spoiled sport.
Benji, I gotta sub you in for this question right here, question 19. Which is an acceptable form of trolling? Can you break these down for me, Benji, and tell me which ones of these you have actually done, or have been done to you, for example, or any of that?
Okay, so A is stream sniping, which you're not allowed to do on Twitch apparently, which is stupid. It's like, who is Twitch to tell me how to play a game, right? But I've absolutely stream sniped people. That's why I did in World of Warcraft. That's why I played WoW Classic, was to just hunt down and murder streamers, right? Absolute fun. Like, I think it's really fun to go screen watch a guy and then, you know, corpse camp him with a level 60 character and he's level 20. I find it entertaining, right?
Can you get banned for stream sniping somebody?
On Twitch, yes, but in game, no.
Yeah,
I don't know about
Twitch.
Albion or something, but I know in World of Warcraft Classic, yeah, you couldn't get banned for stream sniping.
You'd have to read through the Albion. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't think you can get banned in a game anywhere for doing that.
And the B is clever use of in-game mechanics to exploit or abuse the game's coding to gain an advantage, cheap exploits or some way to like teleport your character forward. Not actually downloading a hack program, but just a way to use a game mechanic to your advantage. And yeah,
kind of like zoning in and then zoning out.
C is an interesting one. No, what were you gonna say?
Okay, yeah. So the trolling group that I used to hang out with, they did see a lot, which I think was really fucked up. Not something I would ever do. I think it's absolutely scuffed. But what they would, this is old stuff, by the way. They would find like a streamer's email address while they're streaming, and then do password recovery, and the streamer would foolishly hold their phone up to the microphone with the speaker playing, and it would play their PIN number, and the next thing you know, they're on their Halo account, just team killing or something.
I feel like that's just Darwin right there.
It's screwed up. It's messed up. You shouldn't hack people for your own amusement.
But who has their PIN number read out loud by their
Who's that dumb, man?
There's entire troll videos of like streamers falling for that one. It sucks.
That's pretty pathetic that they fell for.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's bad, bro. The griefing. Wait. So hold on. Streamer recovery so that their pin plays on it. So okay, so let me get this straight because I'm trying to still understand C. So somebody, for example, if he has your email, they'll put in like forgot your password mechanic, right?
Yeah, and then it'll be like send a pin number to your phone, and then the streamer's like, who the hell's calling me?
Oh, and they'll put it. Oh, and they'll put it on speaker, or they'll put it like close to the
speaker. They're like, "What is this PIN number? Who is trolling me? What is this?" Oh. And then next thing you know, their Microsoft account is now the hackers, and they're running around doing whatever.
Yeah, that's even dumber than what I initially thought. So if anybody gets caught with that, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, that's on them. All right, go on to the next one.
The next one is basically griefing people without using the game, like insulting their real life situations or creeping on their real lives. Like I've had people do that to me. I don't really care if they call me dumb names or whatever, but when they creep around in real life, it's weird. Because I used to have an old channel where I was a Minecraft griefer, and I also had to work a retail wagey job. And people, they would send like black faxes where I work. They would come in and take pictures of me like leaning on a desk or something and try to turn me into corporate. It was really messed up.
That's really not cool at all.
Have you had stalkers? Like legit stalkers?
Yeah.
Like, can you tell us a little bit about like what was going on and stuff like that? What they were doing to you?
They would, try to SWAT. They would mail you nasty stuff in the mail, or just junk, like lots and lots of junk, like free Qurans, free packing boxes, free samples.
Did you ever get any dick pics in the mail?
They would send pictures of dead animals.
But
that's
no
fucked
cocks.
up, bro.
No cocks.
No nudity.
Funnily enough, a buddy of mine had dick pics with his name on it sent to his boss at work. It didn't turn out good.
That's not so great.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was literally taking, a mile too far out of the game.
About the hacking stuff, it might sound like nobody falls for that, but remember people like Smokey give their account to people in the guild just because they asked for it.
Yeah, they get convinced.
And then he's like, I lost $2,000. What happened?
Listen, if you think about it, people still fall for the Nigerian prince today.
Yeah, man, it happens all the time.
Speaking of revenge with sending like dick pics and stuff, this guy I knew, he knew this guy who the girlfriend like cheated on him, or he cheated on her, so she took a video of her having sex with another guy to get revenge with him, sent it to him. Then he emailed it to her father.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
People are vicious, man.
From 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly, so I 100% understand why you try to keep things private, Benji. I 100% understand, bro. Were you ever able to get justice on that shit or any of that stuff, or no?
Cops don't care, and I don't know who's doing it for the anonymous stuff.
It's fucked up, man.
sometimes it was coworkers, like like some young Zoomer would be like, "Oh, he's griefing Minecraft," and they'd go like tell corporate on me, and corporate would be like, "We don't care what you do as long as you don't associate it with the business, and so on and so forth." And these like coworker Zoomers that were super offended at my old Minecraft griefing videos were just relentless. Like they thought they were fighting some social justice bullshit. It's a video game. It's a server that I joined and I blew up people's bases. It was literally a PvP server. You're allowed to do it. Like, I don't know. They just took it
Isn't
too
that crazy though that people care that
They're
much
all
about
like that, man.
shit like that? It's just,
They're like brainwashed into it or something. I don't know. But like years and years and years later, one of them contacted me. He was like, "Man, I was really messed up. I don't know what I was doing. I'm so sorry, bro." And I was like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, exactly.
Did you appreciate that? Did you appreciate
grew
that?
up out of it. Say again?
Did you appreciate that?
Yeah,
that someone can recognize their mistake.
He literally apologized, and I was like, "Man, it didn't really bug me that much. I didn't get in much trouble at work."
Yeah, but you could tell it bugged him because if he was holding that in for a few years or whatever, and then he admitted he was wrong, I can definitely respect that.
Might be like a recovering 12-step addict thing. He's got to go to apologize to everybody. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you never know what people are going through.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You never know.
Everybody's fighting demons, right?
Yeah, Albion people are definitely weird, and you can definitely get a lot of stalkers on Albion. Shout out to Acromita. But anyways, which one we at? We on E? Are we on E, Benchy?
Yeah.
Which one are we on?
Yeah, E.
All right, go on.
So doing silly
I like
things
this
in the
one.
game.
This is my favorite one.
Have you ever played APC Reloaded? Because that's what this is exactly from.
I think I played
APC
it.
Reloaded. What is that?
It was like a cop and robbers kind of game that was semi an MMO, and you could fully customize your cars and characters. So I made a Goku character, and I'd run around and cook a grenade in my hand and yell "Kamehameha" over the voice chat and just blow myself
Fire in the
up
hole
along with whoever was nearby.
Oh,
And people got so mad at it.
APB Reloaded. Never heard of that.
It was a nice game.
It got ruined by hackers. Like aimbots just ruined it all. It was free to play, I think, at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, like when it was going down the toilet towards the end.
it's too old. Probably never heard of it.
Next one
Driving
is,
up in the candy van, picking him up, just cracking him over the head.
bro. You talking about real life or a game, bro?
No, that was our thing.
Notice how you didn't question
The
it.
crimson candy van was right up with the music playing because that game was so far ahead of everything at the time. But also went to shit.
Using hacks or modded clients to quickly gain an advantage and ruin the gaming experience. For example, GTA 5 RP mod menus, Minecraft clients, wall hacks, aimbots, teleport hacks, speed hacks, etc. What do you think about those? Are they bueno or no bueno?
It depends on the game, really. Like obviously I don't use any cheats in Albion Online, but like for something as harmless as a role play server on Grand Theft Auto, why not, right? Like all these people run around pretending they're gangsters, and you have like a guy that speaks in a funny accent and then just summons a million planes on the server to just drop bombs everywhere. I think that's hilarious and memorable, right? It's way more funny than whatever the hell they were originally doing.
Yeah. Scamming someone in the gambling game.
Yeah, so like there was one really big WoW YouTuber that like he did this big high bet roll against someone and lost, and then he was just like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna pay you, sorry," and he just effed off. I thought it was like the dumbest thing ever. It's like stuff like that I don't agree with at all. Like I don't think that that's trolling. I think that's just you know pussing out.
So are
You
you?
know them making a raffle in 3 different accounts and taking everybody's money is funny?
Yes.
Is that what you were doing, Flacco?
No.
Then how do you know this shit, bro?
I'm just because I not.
Speaking
But
of Mr. Flacco, would you like to buy a raffle ticket for this week?
so Benji, are you saying basically you don't like it when people don't keep their word?
Yeah, but I don't think this is constituting trolling. I think it's like virtual greed. Like if you gamble in a game with someone and lose, you're expected to pay up, and just because you don't have to pay up, that just kind of makes you a scumbag, in my opinion. It's not trolling, it's not funny or entertaining or even memorable. It's just fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I agree.
I agree too. Like for me, it's about being aware about your word, you know. So if you say something, and then you do another thing, then that already shows me what kind of person you are, you know. So I'm definitely on the same page as you there. Using third-party tools to DDoS or crash or hack IPs or rooting someone's system. So IP flooding, I know this was very popular in Call of Duty, and RuneScape and other shit. What do you think about that one, Benji?
Yeah, I don't think this is not trolling either. This is what a lot of people do against me, right? They use like some stupid program to snuff out my IP when I talk on voice, and then they just, haha, he's streaming, crash. And it sucks. If you don't have what is it, static or dynamic IP addresses, then you're basically forced offline until they get bored. Like one of my British friends that trolls. That's what happens to him all the time, every day for years. Is as soon as he tries to stream, some little DDoSer gets on and just they like pay a service to do it against the guy, and he has to like have multiple internets and VPNs and all this other countermeasure crap just to get around it. It's such a pain in the ass, and it's not funny or memorable. It's just
not funny either.
Yeah, it's not entertaining. Like it's just haha, we took him offline, lol.
I used to be a big thing in hardcore games, like back in the days, bro. Like that was huge.
IP flooding,
like you said, RuneScape.
Bro,
just
IP flooding.
People out of bro.
From like in the 2000s, bro. The 2000s, it was out of control, bro. You know, like the late 2000s.
Dial-up. Listen, the worst thing you could do is when people back in the dial-up days, you know, when we used to play games like not even RuneScape, but like Tibia and AO and stuff like that, like. Dude, they'll just call your house non-stop, boom, and kick you off the internet instantly, and they'll just kill you. Oh, God.
I see.
Yeah, you'd be on StarCraft about to win, and they disconnect you. Whoops, haha.
That's how I broke my first computer too.
Benji, do you do any illegal things like shoplift, property damage, drug sales, or other things that you would get in trouble for? I'm gonna have Jason and Benji both answer these together because
oh boy,
because I think it's very entertaining. Benji, what's your answer to that?
Oh, I'm absolutely straight edge. I don't break the law. I don't do anything illegal. I'm a good boy in real life. Of course, in video games, you know, it's like, well, if it's part of the game, why not? But this question, I believe, applied to real life because I don't want to have a Discord filled with criminals, like, you know, selling shit to each other and stuff. It's just not good.
What's your opinion? I've asked this to a lot of the guests that we had. And we usually have like guild leaders on. We had a couple people from Albion TV, their official stream, the shoutcasters and stuff like that. And we ask people this all the time. Like, what's your opinion on how people are in game versus how they are in real life? Do you think it translates directly?
I've never met anyone in real life that played Albion except for there was two kids in a donut shop once, maybe teenagers. I don't know how old they were, and they were playing Albion on their phones. And I asked them who their favorite YouTuber was, and they said Big Lips McGee, and that was it. I didn't know who they were or anything. I don't know a single person in my real life that plays at all. I've even went around randomly to like shopping malls and asked people, "Hey, what games do you play? Have you heard of Albion Online? You ever played Albion Online?" And no one's answered yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can still have an opinion on that because I'll tell you my opinion. I think it's not that different, you know? So, like, if I can trigger you in the game, I know I can trigger you in real life. I have no doubt about it. Does that make sense?
I suppose, but I don't know. To me, that's really weird. Like, yeah, you can, like, gank someone in a yell zone and get them all upset, but in real life, it's just like, whatever. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So you think it doesn't really translate directly?
I don't think so at all. Like, at least not with me, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the popular opinion, to be honest. I think most people think that it doesn't really translate to real life. You know?
I could show you some dragons.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me scroll down these questions and see if there's any interesting ones that catch our eye here. Okay, this one's interesting. Which is a bigger problem for society? Is it A, the divide in race, or B, divide in economy?
Is that you, Benji, or me?
I don't know. Who are we asking?
Benji.
There you go.
Oh yeah, rich versus poor for me. Like the class divide, huge problem because like I said, I'm from the ghetto. I get judged by people all the time. They're middle class, upper middle class. Like if I go walk down the street of a rich neighborhood, I get the cops called on me just how I look, just how I present myself. It's freaky. It's such a cultural difference. If like growing up in the ghetto versus going into anywhere where it's like a nicer neighborhood, right? Like there's no bars on the windows, there's no safety glass panes in between like the person at McDonald's, and it's so weird. It's crazy. And then the people you interact with too, like it's such a difference of life, how they grew up and the things they've experienced from ghetto versus middle class and upwards.
That's very plain alien.
Very what?
It's very strange to me, very alien.
Oh. What is this? Are you a furry or a brony? What does that even mean?
Oh, you should know this.
So many people that answered yes to that. It was shocking, like the amount of furries that play Albion online.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the shit where they dress up? Is that the shit where they dress up with the fur shit?
Yeah, they wear the fur suits. They're into like pretending to be animals or something. Like I think there was a Twitch mod that pretends she's a deer. I don't know. Maybe it's like a Zoomer thing. I didn't grow up around that.
Bro, that might be a 2022 thing, bro.
The weirdos that are fans of My Little Pony.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I love My Little Pony, bro. I remember those commercials. I'm definitely a My Little Pony dude over the furry shit, bro. So I think I'm a brony. Yeah.
I don't know. I had a pretty good sexual experience.
I mean, are you wanting to fuck the ponies? Like, because that's what they want to do.
No, definitely not.
They go to the toy aisle and they just jerk off all over the figurines.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Wait, Jason, you fucked a furry before, bro?
No, well, not exactly. So I was
not
at
exactly.
a strip club. I was at a strip club. It was like a costume party. Yeah. So one of the girls was dressed in a furry bunny outfit. One of the strippers. With like bunny ears and like little like the long bunny ears, and she had like panties that were like furry bunny stuff, and she gave me like a really aggressive lap dance to the point where I blew a load. So I guess I technically have been sexually involved with a furry.
Okay.
I mean, that just sounds like a good time.
That's more of a humanoid-ish thing. I don't know. I don't know where the line is drawn on that.
I mean, I feel like we need some judges on that. But the bunny ears were very, very furry, and her outfit was too. So I don't know. Yeah.
Just say it was dark, dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you a religious guy, Benji?
I want to be, but I was never raised to be, and so I'm pretty ignorant on the subject. Like, I want to believe there's something after this, that we can like go into a creative mode and like look at a replay of our life and be like, how many people did I actually make mad on Reddit? And it's like, you made 27,000 people mad.
Yeah, bro. I'm kind of on the same page as you, bro. I want to believe that as much as I can,
But there's no way of really knowing, so it's whatever. It could just be complete avoid.
I mean, there is a way of knowing.
What?
You just not like it.
Why? What's that?
Wow.
Oh, you stupid. Ceasing to live. No, thank you, bro.
You'll find out eventually.
Yeah. Do you eat meat, Benji, or are you a vegetarian?
I've tried both, actually. I've tried every single diet on the planet, and I eat meat. I eat vegetables also. I eat just about everything that isn't too spicy. And I don't really like radishes much, but I'll eat them if they're presented to me, like in a salad or something.
You said you were into fitness a lot, right? So what did you find when you switched to a vegetarian diet? Is it because there's a lot of hype? Everybody keeps saying, don't eat meat, don't eat meat, don't eat meat. Is that true or is that fake?
No,
you feel weaker. Your lift starts suffering. Your body you get thinner. You lose weight faster, I believe, if you don't eat meat. At least in my experience. Everyone's different. Like, I believe, like, some people are like, I'm a steak and potatoes guy. So if you enjoy your steak and potatoes and you feel more energized eating steak and potatoes, great. But not everyone is built that way. Kind of like how some people are lactose intolerant, but others can chug a gallon of milk.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of milk, bro. That shit's disgusting.
I'd like to see Nomad Poncho chug a gallon of milk. That's all I'm saying.
Like, I've tried the keto diet, and it was okay, but it gave me horrendous kidney stones. So, like, just only meat is horrible. And I know that's not exactly what keto is. It's, eat low-carb stuff, too. But, just a balanced diet is my preference, honestly.
Yeah, I saw Russ talk about the carnivore diet there. What do you think about the carnivore diet? I saw that shit on Joe Rogan a lot. What do you think about that diet?
Yeah, if you're eating mostly red meats, you are, well, for me, it's kidney stone city. I won't do it. Kidney stones are the most painful thing in the world.
I've heard that shit hurts like a motherfucker, dude. But thankfully, I never had it.
Same, me either, bro.
But you have more of a chance of getting them?
Like cheap too, because meat used to be real cheap, depending on what kind of cuts of meat you get, or like if you just eat ground beef or whatever. But with prices the way they are now, I don't think it's financially viable for people on the low end.
Dude, meat is not that expensive still, to be honest.
I don't know, man. Everything's
Don't
going
get
up.
that weather.
At least here in Florida, like, it's not bad at all. It got to a point where it was ridiculous, but it came back down. Right now, it's pretty good.
All the broke people in Florida just eat whatever they find in the woods or the canal, so the price is a little more shielded.
Oh, maybe that could be.
Do you eat bugs, Benji?
Oh no, not at all. Oh, it's so gross, man. Like I used to be a manager for a retail store, and people like these companies would come in and they would have like a new energy bar, right? And they would be like, hey, can we sample this? It's made of crickets. And I can't say no, you know, it's already been scheduled. I just have to like tell them where to set up shop in the store. And the thing is the customers would come up and they would just eat the energy bar, not even knowing what was in it before the guy could even explain it's made of crickets. And it was the most grossest thing ever. But if anyone actually says they've never eaten a bug before, they're lying. Because like, have you ever had Yoplait yogurt before? Like a strawberry? There's an ingredient called carmine, and that is ground up cactus red bugs. It's for the food coloring.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. See, but stuff like that I don't really care about. If I don't see the bug moving, or if I don't see the animal moving, whatever, I don't really care, you know?
Yeah, like for me, it's like it makes it red. It's whatever. It's not gonna kill me, but like I'm not gonna specifically stop eating meat and eat the bugs because the New World Order or whatever told me to.
Yeah. The homie Olak in chat says you eat insects while you sleep. Is that true? I mean, maybe
Probably.
you do, bro.
I mean,
I
I've
don't.
heard spiders just crawl all inside you, you know?
Bro, stop that.
How much your mouth's open?
That's disgusting, bro. Let's see. What's your opinion on law enforcement? Defund the police or refund the police? Which one?
I think at the time of the questionnaire, it was definitely fund them. I won't ever say defund them because I know a lot of cops in real life, but it's gotten kind of bad, I think, from what I've seen.
Gotcha. With the police brutality and shit.
Sorry, say again.
With the police brutality stuff.
Just how aggressive they are now in general. Like you get pulled over for speeding and they're just screaming at you like it's a raid in World of Warcraft and you're messing up or something.
How fast were you going? What, 100? If you're going 150, I'd yell at you.
I mean, you go like what 5, 10 over, and they're just pulling you over because you're the only car on the road at 2 a.m. I don't know, man. Like I've never had a ticket. I've gotten warnings before for not having my lights on. That's about it. But a lot of my friends, they just have the worst experiences with cops lately, and it's like it just started happening in the last year, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Do you follow sports?
I personally don't. I mean, I kind of hated sports because like I said, as a child, everyone liked sports and hated video games, and it's like, well, why would I like sports?
Do you have pets?
My girlfriend has a cat. You can hear it meowing in the background of my videos sometimes, but I personally don't have any pets.
What about kids? You want kids, bro?
I would like kids, but I'm too poor to afford them. There's just no reason to raise a kid in this environment with how little money I have, so...
I like this one. Will you be willingly taking the jab? The Rona jab?
So interesting thing is last year around late August, early September, I nearly died from it. I was hospitalized and everything. And my girlfriend who did take it only got sick for like 3 days minorly, but I was for like 2 weeks, I was unable to eat or hold food down. I was dehydrating like crazy. And when I got too weak to like really climb out of bed anymore, I had to go to the hospital.
From taking the vaccine?
No, from the virus or the whatever it is. You know
gotcha.
What I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because there was I saw on Reddit there was a tweet where Lupac saying good morning to everyone except people who refuse to give the jab, and then you replied to him. You said I've actually lost a lot of IRL friends from the jab, but no one I know has died from the virus.
Yeah, a lot of people I used to work with, and if some family members that they got the preventative measure, and they just randomly died from they were healthy people. Some weren't, you know, some were obese, but they were young, right? And they just end up dead. And I know other preventative measure shots have had similar effects on people, but for me, it's like I read news article after news article. They're like, someone made an image macro where it's like hundreds of people, just regular everyday people dropping dead over it, and it's like, well, that's enough not to take it, right? Like, that's my opinion.
Yeah, there's definitely. Go ahead.
I'm not the most trusting person either with those kinds of things anyway, you know? So it's, for me, it's like, nah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Jason?
I try not to make jokes about anti-vaxxers, but they never get old. That's all.
He's so stupid.
Sorry. It's a dad joke.
That was definitely a dad joke.
Yeah.
But that was
true,
from Lupak there. What about, by the way, what about the drama when it comes to like the other games, right? Because you went to New World, you quit Albion at one point. Why did you quit Albion?
Well, I mean, when you have your combat stuff maxed out on every tree across multiple characters, when you have billions of silver, there's nothing left to do in the game for a solo player. Like, what am I going to go do? Gank yellow zones every day? I don't need to farm things. I don't need to farm silver. There's just, you know, it gets boring after a while.
Yeah. Like,
expand.
Yeah.
Expand what? I have hundreds of islands and tons of houses, and there's.
I'm free to join a guild, Benji.
I've tried that under non-Swolebenji names, you know, so that there's no YouTube flack behind it or clout or whatever, and it's all the same yelling and virtual greed crap.
You're not upsetting people enough that way.
Say again?
You're not upsetting people properly that way.
Well, no. When I join a guild, I don't want to upset my guild members. They would be like my tribe, my homies. Like, I want to be cool with them. You know, it's the outsiders I want to troll.
Yeah, of course.
What about like the Black Zone and stuff like that? You don't want to do any of that stuff?
Well, to me, the Black Zone is for groups of people and guilds. Okay, not with the portal update, but in the old Black Zone, to like go to a tier 7 or 8 zone, you have to ride out for like 7 to 10 minutes. You know, everyone's got their hideouts. I don't get to respawn at the hideout because it's not mine. I'm just a solo player, right? I have to respawn at like some town, like Merlin's Rest or whatever, where you're just surrounded by gankers, and it's just not fun. It wasn't efficient either when I played. Like, I can just slap on an 8-3 satchel and be more efficient in the yellows. And I know there's plenty of people that'll argue that, but for me, the time it took to ride out to the Black Zone, farm it, and then maybe get back home without losing my loot to like a 10-man gank squad, just the math didn't add up to be worthwhile, and it wasn't fun.
I mean, you're aware of the journey back feature now, like, and all that, right?
Yeah, the journey back feature helps, but it still sucks when you ride out somewhere and then there's 10-man gank squad that just crowd.
Oh, it's not 10-man anymore, buddy. So it's maybe 10% disarray gang squad.
Yeah, it's even bigger now, he's saying.
Oh,
Gotten worse.
Not worse.
So let's say we made a group, right? Let's say we got like 20 homies together, 10 friends together, and we wanted to take you out to the Black Zone. Would you come or no? Or would you pass?
Well, here's my experience with that, with not with you guys, but with random people, right? And even as my non-Swolebenji characters, okay? I would, go into the chat on my non-muted accounts, and I would be like, hey, let's do a red zone group dungeon, guys, haha. And then we'd be halfway through the dungeon, and then one guy leaves the party, and then there's a big-ass gank squad, from the entrance, and then the guy that was in our party joins their party and then kills us and takes all our stuff. Every single time without fail. I have never had a single successful group in the Black Zones, ever. Not once. I'm not saying you guys are going to just uninvite yourselves from the party and kill me, but like it...
I mean, I might,
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, and I understand why people do it, because, it's enjoyable. I don't blame them for that, but after it happens like 50 times, you just stop doing it.
It happened how many times?
And like every single time, 100% without fail, every group I've ever formed always had a little spy, and he would leave the party, and his gang squad that he summoned from Discord would just come murder him. People in my own Discord would join my Discord, get the Chad rank, we'd all play together, and then they just kill us all and take our stuff.
Bro, I did not know this type of stuff happened all the time. I thought it used to be
all the time in the red zone, man.
And I don't care if I lose the gear because
this
I can
is in
just
the red
push
zone.
craft and get millions of silver back. It's not a big loss.
Is this
for
in the
me.
red zone
Some
or the
people,
black
they
zone?
Quit the game. I tried both. It happens.
And it
in
happens in
zones.
both. Okay. Damn, you gotta join a good guild where people don't fuck each other over, bro.
Well, that's the problem. Every guild I tried to join, people just treated each other like co-workers and not friends. I don't want to be someone's little wagey slave doing crap like that. I want to be with bros, with friends, with real people that care about each other.
Oh,
You can be my
man.
bro, buddy.
Yeah, you're playing the wrong game, bro.
Well, no, it's every game now. It's every MMO, every single one. Like all guilds care about is, oh, numbers go up. You know, it's hard to explain, but people don't see their fellow gamers as friends, as comrades. They see them
you
as
gotta join more of a
means to
community,
an
to
end.
be honest. That's the only way you get that.
Like when they recruit a new guy in, it's, well, what can he do for the guild? He can, you know, be a tank or a healer for our dudes, right? And then the second that person, you know, maybe doesn't want to do that, or they have like some sort of small issue, they're just kicked out because they're no longer an asset. They're a liability.
But you should join Arch. They're all like, there's a lot of like good people there, and there's not that elitist mentality, and they're not greedy. So there's a lot of positives, bro.
I've joined a few Arch guilds on my alts, and there's tons of cliques, tons of, you know, holier than thou groups that look down upon the others, and everyone just treats each other like crap. I think back when they had the Red Tree area, like I was farming a dungeon in there on one of my alt characters, and people from the same guild came in and killed us, and there was nothing done about it.
Mm.
Oh, we have Arch Police where if you submit a ticket to your officers, it's handled. Everything's automated now. That's changed. By the way, I just want to push back on one thing. Whoever, Mojo, was it you that said Arch is not greedy?
Yes.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree.
Really? Why you say that?
The average Arch member will literally use their E to jump in to loot a loot pile in the middle of
Yeah, but I'm talking about the
fucking
leadership.
PvP.
I'm talking about the leadership.
Oh, no, the leadership isn't. No, but there are plenty of... There are plenty of people. We used to call it the Arch Air Compress, where you kill one person and then you drop a brimstone on the body because there are 10 Arch looting.
Yeah.
It depends on which leaders.
That's a class.
Some are better, some are worse.
Why haven't you made your own guild and put your own standards?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good
I mean,
question.
Save
here's
the
the thing with that.
game.
I made an alliance. I got like 2,000 people from like 2 YouTube videos advertising, which is a lot of people, but no one played with me. No one played with each other. They just played
Those
with
are
their
not
little
human
circle of
beings,
friends.
Benji.
A lot of people just would they would join, play for one day and quit.
Yeah, of course. It's a meat grinder.
So it's not gonna happen, bro. But and by the way, why on your alts? Like, why are you never gonna do it on your main? Is it because you think people are just gonna try to backstab you for clout?
Well,
Like to make a video or whatever?
You get followed around all the time. People will just nonstop. They'll stop what they're doing and follow you around for like hours.
Even in
hoping
the
that
black
they
zone?
make it in a video, or well, yeah, they'll, especially in the black zone, they'll phone up their friends on Discord and form a gang squad. Hey, it's a YouTuber, let's get him, yeah.
And you're telling me these people will form a gang squad and come to the zone where you're in to gank you, right?
Yeah. They see my name, they're like, holy shit, it's a YouTube guy, kill him.
So
It
the more
looked like a
people
badge of
you
honor, like a
upset,
trophy.
The more people come to the zone where you're living.
Well, I've never gotten to live in a zone because, like, I just
Not ideal,
assume.
buddy.
Say again?
Why don't you come live in my zone?
Yes, he's a
Oh,
magnet.
you
He's a
want all
content
the
magnet.
haters to come, right? So you can kill them.
Yes,
I
I could be like the trap.
It's
The,
content.
magnet.
that's a good idea,
Yeah, bro, it's money delivered.
bro. But you should. I'm telling you, man, you should try it. Especially if you're bored with the game, try something
I
new.
mean, to be honest, it sounds like you haven't tried 90% of the game.
but I've tried the.
I mean, you don't even know who Syndic is, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it sounds like you haven't been out into
Bro, I don't think he knew who I was either.
Game.
Like before we
Yeah,
talked today,
like-
he doesn't know us at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you really don't know much about the. I'm not trying to sound like like I'm trying to roast you or anything, but it just sounds like you really haven't been out there at all, to be honest.
And that's like a large amount of the solo player base doesn't either. I mean, why do they need to?
I mean, you're talking about there's nothing for you to do in the game. All I'm saying is there's a lot that you can still do in the game that you haven't tried out yet. And it's
Well, besides like the Zerg versus Zerg stuff, which I mean, back in the day when faction flagging was full loot. I did some of those, but I didn't find it enjoyable to just.
I mean, there's GVGs, 20v20s, 10 gates, CVZs. Like this.
Small scale nowadays is more important than anything.
Yeah, there's cores. I mean, there's a lot of fucking content that you still haven't done.
There's a lot of small scale now.
So if you have a
I'm
really
sure
annoying guy in your
a lot of the
zone,
stuff, but why do I need to do it?
It's
because
fun,
it makes
man.
people cry, bro.
But
Yeah,
I don't find the Zerg versus Zerg stuff fun at all. I don't want to feel like
That's not what I'm talking
No,
about.
we're
That's not what I'm
not.
talking
I mean,
about.
we gave you a bunch of different examples. Not just Zerg versus Zerg. There's a lot of
bro.
content you can still do out there. And I the only reason I'm bringing it up is because you said that there's nothing for you to do. I'm telling you, there's other stuff that you might find interesting if you try it out. But you will have to join obviously a guild or make your own little guild and go into the black zone.
Hold on.
But like, okay, so for me, like doing the normal stuff that people normally do, it doesn't satiate my sadism, right? Like, okay, let's take World of Warcraft for example. I like to take a max geared rogue and then go to the lobby zones and gank people that absolutely have no chance to fight back. I find that highly entertaining and I can do it forever, right? But if I have a fair fight, it's kind of frustrating because then the other person could possibly win, and I get it, it's a game. A lot of people like the competition, but me personally, I don't feel like I'm torturing another human being if they have a fair fight.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, he's honest.
Yo, bro, listen, me and you, we're made for each other. We're talking the same language.
Like, I would love to roll in like 100-man gang squad and find one little guy in tier 4 and just take all his stuff. That would be hilarious.
There you go,
bro.
It's the fact of the matter.
Yo, we have so much to talk about.
Benji, let me ask you a question. When did you start playing this game? Just out of curiosity.
I played it for a few weeks in 2017 when it came out, and then I stopped playing because I was busy with other stuff. I think I still had a job at the time. And then I played it when it went free to play.
Gotcha.
But I didn't play it for serious for like the first year after that.
So you remember when it used to be when you died, your screen didn't turn red, right? You remember that? Like your whole screen would still appear.
I mean, maybe. Like, I know you can still read chat from people after they killed you, yeah.
We used to have, like, you gank somebody, like, 20-on-1, and you would just be, like, just spamming lol, like, good fight, almost got us, like, good GVG. Man, people would be, you'd have, like, a 5-minute conversation with a person you just ganked where they were cursing you out, telling you were shit. That shit was a lot of fun, man. Those 20v1 gank squads, that was content. So I feel you on that for sure.
Yo, Benji, look at General. Hold on, let me find.
Look at General, you said?
Yeah, the General. I would save tiers. Aha, there we go.
What are we looking
saved
at?
because it entertains me. I'm not sure if it's kosher for Twitch, but it's very enjoyable.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of salt too. This one was good. You
Oh,
say,
yeah.
yeah.
Before I was muted, I would have so many of these.
Oh yeah.
But
My favorite was the guy that sent me. He said, "We killed this guy while he was AFK. I guess we didn't know, but he sent me a whisper. He's saying, seriously, dude, I'm here talking to my shitty wife and my shitty stepson, and I come back to a dead character. I have to deal with these shitty people in my house. Can I get my gear back?" Yeah.
Oh yes.
That was salt. Yo.
Do you like collecting salt, Benji?
Oh yeah, I used to have like a whole folder of it, but I got a new PC and I haven't muled it over yet.
Yeah, you need an external drive for that.
Gotcha. But yeah, we have a couple of recommendations for you to try something new where you won't get fucked over if you ever choose to. It's completely up to you, brother. What did you actually get perma-muted for? We saw one of the mutes was for the screenshot that we showed with the Jannies and stuff like that. You were spamming global chat. What was the perma-mute for exactly?
It was when I submitted a ticket. Not the one in the screenshot. I forget what I said in that ticket, but it was another thing too. It was like, oh, I call them some names or say some memes, and then like enter a bunch of spaces, and then down below, hey, I'm just doing this for clout. I don't really mean it, And then the Janny that answered that ticket was like, yeah, we're gonna upgrade your mute to a perm. Sorry, haha, lol.
Gotcha. The Janny. I love that word, bro.
What's a Janny?
A janitor.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. Because what was the explanation you gave me before, Benji?
Yeah, Janny is
basically
short for janitor. They're like they have to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
So
It's what 4chan moderators are generally called.
Yeah.
By the way, what's your opinion on all these streamers and YouTubers that like say bad shit about you? Like, do you think that propaganda had a game-changing effect on you? Like, for example, is it more than you signed up for?
No, I mean, that's in every game with every... I don't know, it's pretty normal stuff, but in my opinion, it's like, if a streamer has a negative opinion of me or a YouTuber or whatever, but they've never actually sat down with me, played with me, talked with me, gotten to know me, you know, it's just from what they've seen on Reddit. It's kind of like schoolyard rumors, right? Like all the cool kids get together and like, hey, this guy's weird, don't talk to him, you know, and then everyone's like, oh, he's weird, and oh, he's bad, and oh, he's racist, and blah 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 blah. You know, it's their loss, you know, if they don't want to be my friend. It's totally fine, but like, I don't get it. I've never understood that kind of train of thought. I've actually made it a hobby to like try to join the controversial guilds and games to find out if they're truly as bad as people say, and they never are.
Then you don't know who I am.
Yeah, someone said Darth Syndic and Benji Skywalker. That goes well together.
Well, it's like... Well, for Albion, I'm not in their Discord. Their forums are dead as hell. I'm not a part of the Reddit because I don't even have a Reddit account anymore. I haven't for a very long time. So I don't really read the English chat either. So if your name isn't constantly brought up in English chat, I don't really hear about it. I've never seen your name dropped in comments in my videos. So I just have my head in the sand. I do my own little thing.
You got so much more to discover.
Yeah.
Well, look on the bright side, you know, there's so much ahead of you, you know, you're not at the end of the road, you're at the start of the road. There's so many more steps.
Well, for a solo player, there's nothing to do until the mists come out.
Nah.
You have a 1 hour video that says Reddit is wrong about my Albion videos. Can you tell us a little bit about that video and why you made it?
I would have to watch it because it's been so long, but it's like, I know I covered the fame per hour thing that we talked about earlier, how I calculated the fame based on fame combat fame credits, which is totally fine and very reasonable. That's how any normal person would calculate it. But some of these YouTubers got so butthurt and they're like, no, you can only calculate it based on what the stats page says, and blah 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 blah. It's like, no, says who? Why would I calculate it that way? That's not the fame that you're spending on your weapons. Like, what does it matter?
Right. So people are picking and choosing just to hate?
Yeah, it's like some of these YouTubers that I had spy accounts in their service for just went way off the rails. Like every day they would talk so much shit about me, and one of them, I'm not gonna say his name, but he would make these little private videos that just like trashed and insulted my girlfriend and stuff, and all sorts of other videos that I would make. Like I would drop a video and he would just make a little private video for him and his Discord buddies that would just try to like dismantle or trash it or whatever.
What about
I find it hilarious, but
does it affect you at all? Like at all?
I find it as entertainment. You know, like I use a few websites that search Reddit anytime my name is dropped, and then I read the threads and laugh. And then I show other people on Discords and like, hey, look at what these guys are saying, lol, huh?
Gotcha, bro. Because me, I'm like super sensitive. I see somebody say something bad about me, I start crying and shit, bro. So I respect it about you.
Why? What does their opinions matter?
I'm just a very sensitive dude, bro.
Oh yeah.
Screw them. If they have like a negative opinion of you, then it's their loss. Fuck them.
It's hard to live with, you know.
Yeah, that shit just ruins my day, you know.
You can't make everyone like you, and for me, it's like for every Redditor that's seething about some meaningless pixel bullshit, there's people out there that are like, hey, that guy's pretty funny, or that's pretty cool, or yeah, stick it to him, you know.
Yeah, I hate it specifically when people tell me I don't have sex and shit. Like it makes me it makes my confidence level drop.
Shut up, virgin.
Well, yeah, but once you finally eventually get it, then you can be like, hey, look what I got, huh? I don't know, man. I used to be there too. Like people were like, virgin, you have no GF, and I'd be like, oh man, I don't feel human. I don't feel loved. I don't feel embraced. I don't like. You start feeling like a monster, right? There's ways to overcome it, though. It's not really your fault. It's, you know, women are just picky, so you just find one that likes you for you.
I mean, he's 38. He's 38 and hasn't had sex. Like, it's his fault, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
I know people way older.
It's like 50-50. It's like the universe 50% fault, the other 50% is my fault. But
well, it's not really a fault thing either. It's just it's people's tastes and wants. It's overcomable. It's like you're not cursed by some mystical shaman that prevents you from ever having.
No, he's definitely cursed.
yeah, but like I have an issue. Like I have weird like sexual preferences. Like I'll go on Pornhub.com and I'll search like my favorite category is like personality. You know, I'll search for personality. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm not exactly the most normal guy. Like, what's your favorite porn category, bro?
Shit, I haven't looked at that kind of stuff in a long time, but I will say that the professional shit. No, I have no reason to.
You're out of control.
I mean, I used to when I was younger, absolutely, but for one, like the professional stuff, that's so damn fake. I had some coworkers that actually got into the business, right? Male ones, right? And they would they would invite me to watch the viewings, and one guy wanted to hire me as a cameraman and stuff, and the pay was awful, so of course I didn't take it.
Oh, you were gonna film some porn and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
But it's so damn fake. Like the genuine amateur stuff where it's just like a boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, just making love. That's the good stuff, you know, because that's genuine, real. They're into each other, not. Oh yeah, daddy. Oh yeah, I'm put it in, stuff it in. You know, that's all fake. They're just.
I like the amateur stuff too, like where you can actually looks like a real couple.
Yeah.
The problem is, but being a cameraman is you also got to watch out for splash damage. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to get, you know. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, bro, and that shit fucks your mind up, bro. Like I started watching a lot of the stepbrother, stepsister shit, bro, and then fucking, you know, like I started wanting to fuck my stepsister and shit, bro. Like, is that normal?
Out of the house, it was crazy.
Is that normal or no, Benji?
I'm an only child. I have no idea if that's normal or not. I mean, fuck if I know.
I just want to work as a security guard at a store, man. Just catch shoplifters all day. That shit looks like fun.
Oh, then punish them sexually in the back rooms?
Allegedly.
Well, see, working retail, you're not allowed to even like hold them down anymore. You used to be able to hold a shoplifter down for 3 minutes until the cops arrived, but the cops never arrive in 3 minutes, so you had to let them go. And then the corporate was like, corporate doesn't even let you follow them past the curb anymore.
Yeah, you can pretty much like shoplift and just run away, right? And they can't do anything at all. Like literally at all.
They can't do nothing. Well, without losing their job, obviously. Which is
that was happening here. Like people were robbing shit, and they just you couldn't do anything about it.
You guys are kind of fucking up my fantasy here of like being the shoplifter security guard guy. You know, I'm just saying.
And it was never, you know, young and beautiful women. It was always like older people too.
That's gross.
A couple last questions here. We hit the 2-hour mark here, and then we're gonna have the Negro jump in real quick, and he's gonna tell us about the tournament on Wednesday. Apparently, you went to Lost Ark, right? You tried a bunch of different games. You tried New World, you tried Lost Ark, you tried a couple games. Did people just follow you to those Reddit places and just hate on you there? Or did you get new haters from there? Like, how did you spark that?
Both.
Okay.
You grow a hater squad over time from every game.
Yep.
Like when I went to Albion, all the haters from WoW, you know, followed, and then when I went to New World, you know, I had a very sizable amount of Albion haters, especially on Reddit. Which who cares about Reddit anyway, right? But doing like New World was super trolly because if you were in a big guild, which I actually joined a decent guild in New World, but they quit so early, and they took over the whole map. Like every town was theirs. They taxed the hell out of everyone because you would buy a house in that game, and then you would have to pay taxes on it. But when you took someone's land, you could raise the taxes to like stupid amounts.
Yeah.
And they got so pissed off from that. And then the guild I was in was super controversial from PlanetSide 2 days, and so like me being with them, and like not only they got my haters, I got their haters too. So it just like doubled up the haters. The Enclave.
Oh really, dude?
Yeah, they're the guys that upset the congressman in World of Warcraft too, if you remember that.
No, not that part, but I do remember the Enclave from PlanetSide.
Yeah, like Buzzcut Psycho was like the #1 player at the time at some point in PlanetSide 2's history.
What a shame that they went to shit.
It did. It sucks. And then Lost Ark was the weird one because I did something very like a baby troll. I just AFK dungeons, and that was like that was a really big hit on Reddit. It got like over 5,000 upvotes or something really crazy. It hit like the front page of Our Popular.
So by the way, would you say, to sum it all up, would you say you're not this transphobic, homophobic, racist, evil motherfucker in the sky that's just shitting on everybody all the time? And most of that, or the controversial stuff that you say and do, is pretty much part of your online persona to gain interest and eyeballs.
I think it's just the guy getting cancelled, to be fair.
Well, a lot of these things, like, I don't know where they got the racism from. What, did I say a gamer word at some point? I don't remember. If I did, it's not because of racism. It's for the reactions. But I can give you my real thoughts on race. Race doesn't matter if you're rich. Like, a lot of people, they think white, black, Arab, Indian, Asian, whatever, right? That you have a certain perception of the world based on your culture, how you're raised. If you're raised in the ghetto, raised, you know, in the upper echelons of society, it's completely different, right? So if you're rich, it doesn't matter what race you are. If you're poor, it doesn't matter what race you are. It matters how rich you are, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions. All right, so like I have the same thing in common with a lot of people, regardless of their race, because we're all poor together. But you know, you take the same guy, like say he's like a criminal or crackhead or whatever, and you make him a millionaire. Well, he's in a totally different like niche, like a bracket, well, like a caste system of sorts, right?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Am I making sense, or am I rambling too hard?
No, I understand 100% what you're saying.
Like, the real segregation is between the rich and the poor, and it's crazy. Like, every aspect of your life comes down to that, essentially. At least that's how I feel, being in the ghetto and being raised poor.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody's trained to be like that, so everybody's pretty fucked, to be honest.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it for my side of the questions. By the way, two things that we ask everybody, right? I don't know how much you're into movies, but you got to answer these 3 questions for me, right? Number 1, which one was better? Be completely honest. American Gangster or Training Day?
I don't know what either of those movies are. I watch a lot of the mainstream stuff, but whenever World of Warcraft came out, I just stopped movies completely. So if those movies came out around that era, then I am in the dark.
You're gonna have to hit him with the Troy Gladiator, bro.
All right, Gladiator,
I haven't seen those either.
Or okay, you're fine.
I know one of them is the Are You Not Entertained, and the other one is like Brad Pitt or something. But I've never seen them. I've seen clips.
Wow. So, what was the last movie that you watched, bro?
The new Doctor Strange. It was really bad. I've actually got a list of all the stuff that I've watched recently.
Bro, I was so disappointed in the new Doctor Strange. Flacco told me that's gonna be the hypest superhero movie of all time, and then it ended up being a total trash.
How was the boys though? How was the boys though?
I like the boys. I thought the boys is hilarious. Very keck.
You didn't watch the last episode. I'm not even gonna say it on stream.
No, I went to sleep.
The last one I saw was the porn one.
So tell me what you watch, bro. What you into? Talk to us.
All right. While I dig up the list real quick, the trans thing you talked about earlier. Like me personally, I don't care what people do in their free time. Whatever makes people happy, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, I don't care.
I mean, that's fair.
Right? I mean, that's simple, right? Like, it doesn't hurt me that someone dresses up as a furry and has sex or whatever. I don't care, as long as they're not like shoving it in my face or beating me down with it and trying to tell me it's normal or something. You know, they're
giving you a lap dance.
Yeah. Like,
that was awkward.
Like they can go do that stuff. You know, just don't invite me.
Yeah. So what you said, you have a list of people of stuff that you watched. What else you watched, bro?
All right, let's see. Morbius was bad. The Obi-Wan show was bad. I thought The Boys was very funny.
Yes, agreed.
Some anime that someone recommended in my comments, Don't Hurt Me, My Healer. I thought that was bad. New Doctor Strange is bad.
is that?
Stranger Things starts off bad. It got a little better, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
Fantastic Beasts was bad. Lost City was the worst one that I've seen.
Wait, Fantastic
lately.
Beasts was the Harry Potter stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Garbage.
The Batman movie sucked. Turning Red was bad, but it's watchable, I guess. Like just in the background.
You seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I have not seen that one.
I heard it's good. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna try that one. What's that shit again, fuck?
It's you have to see it, bro. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so crazy. It's like the new Matrix type of thing, to be honest.
Okay.
So if you like the Matrix, you definitely gonna like this movie.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was a Constantine DC animation that was really bad. Sonic 2 was bad because Jim Carrey didn't want to be there. The Bad Guys was a bad animation. The Add-on Project was okay. The Uncharted movie, I've never played the games, but it was boring. The Halo series that they came out with is cringe.
Terrible. Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, God, I was hoping it would be good, man. I haven't seen it. Sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
The Paramount one, right? The one.
Yeah, it's trash. Don't even waste your time.
Ah, man, that sucks, man. Because it looked cool in the promos.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The new Lord of the Rings is gonna be bad. We all know it.
Yeah. Yep.
No, stop it. Don't say shit like that, bro.
It's gonna be bad.
Earlier, you talked about like people that were brainwashed by a woke Disney culture. Can you elaborate on that? Because I don't feel like Disney's too,
Really?
I mean, I don't know. No, man. I mean, what is Disney? What is it? I don't know.
Well, it's just media in general, that they feed to everybody to like make you think a certain way,
All right,
and then
like,
just be yourself. It's whatever mainstream media essentially wants the population to feel and act like, right? Like speaking of the new Avengers movie, they got like one of the character has. I don't want to get too much into it, but there's a lot of weird stuff in it that they try to normalize completely, and it's whatever, that's how it is, sure, but like they try to make it also where if you aren't following that same lifestyle, that you're the bad guy and that you're a villain and bad, and they hit you on the nose with the newspaper.
Man, I'm just saying, it's kind of villainous. A guy once stole oral sex from me, and I felt like that was kind of criminal. Anyways, let's move on.
What the fuck?
Let's see. That Arcane animation about League of Legends, I thought that was boring. Squid Game was good.
What?
Which one?
You thought Arcane was bad?
Yeah.
Come on.
Bro, I'm just kicking him off the server. Hold on.
But they didn't even watch it, dude.
Bro, you're crazy. That was amazing.
I heard good
things.
things.
I haven't played League of Legends for a very long time, so I don't know what's changed, but I thought the story was meh.
Really? Wow.
I heard good things about Arcane. Everybody
like the animation's good, but like the story is
That shit
forgettable.
is legit, bro. What do you mean?
You liked it, Austin?
Yeah, of course.
Bro, I never met one person he's the first person. I think he's just trolling us right now for his video.
No,
That's why I'm
the
making a video.
story is totally forgettable. 10 years from now, are you gonna be able to tell me what it was
You're
about?
trolling us, bro.
Wow, that's a first.
One character has a set of bad, luck happenstances, and then she becomes a crazy villain.
I mean, you gotta see that's their story from the game, so they're trying to make it into a show. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil it.
I don't think it was well told. I mean, sure, the animation's fine, the characters are fine, but the story around it is just like, what the fuck?
I mean, the story just made it in League of Legends. The only thing you should just check in the film, like quality, and they did pretty well. They cannot change whole story. They can't. It's already made it.
I know a lot of people that really like League of Legends, like what's his name, Wade, for instance, really like League of Legends.
Hey, Wade.
Oh my god, dude, he definitely loves League of Legends.
He loves it too much, bro. He loves that shit too much.
Yeah, Wade. Well, I think Jinx is his favorite character. I forgot, but it might be.
Oh my god, dude, Jesus fuck.
By the way, the Negro just joined us. Round of applause to him.
Yo, hello, boys. How you
Yo,
guys doing?
hello, bro. Very good. We're just finishing our interview with Swolebenji. Real quick. Benji, give me your top 3 movies of all time. Because you haven't seen Gladiator, you haven't seen any of that shit, so I want to know what you watched. Give me your top 3 movies all time.
My favorite is definitely 300, but
Let's
partly
go!
because of the experience
Okay.
I had when watching it. Okay, I went on opening nights. It was a theater full of fraternity guys. Everyone was drunk and crazy. Like the whole movie just pumped everyone up like crazy. Everyone was kicking each other in the chest after the movie and shouting and just trashing the theater. It was wild.
What kind of movie theater you went to, bro?
Bro, listen, I had the same fucking experience when I went to see the movie.
Seriously?
Bro, everybody was screaming. Yeah, that shit was crazy. When he kicked them out, like he kicked them in the chest, the whole fucking movie theater went screaming.
Yeah, people were throwing popcorn at the screen and just
everybody was
smashing.
fucking going crazy.
Bro, that's sick. I wish I would have gone to the movie theater to watch this shit, bro. The fuck?
I told you, bro. If you leave your house, man, it gets fun.
I mean, I would. Yeah, exactly. I actually have to go outside and put on some clothes, bro. You know.
I mean, it's got everything a guy wants. It's got sword fights, boobs, sex, killing, murder, gore, violence. What more could you want?
Yeah, it was definitely good to watch in the movie theater.
Yo, give me your 2 other top ones.
I don't know, a lot of gory stuff like Starship Troopers. I like that one. I know it doesn't follow
Hey,
the books
buddy.
or whatever, but hey, it's funny, it's memorable, it's silly, it's gory.
I take
It's
Starship
got
Troopers.
boobs.
Would you like to
Why
know
not?
one?
The first one, all the other ones sucked.
Ah,
And the third one?
I've never seen the third one. I've only seen the second one.
Oh no, he
Third
means the
pick.
third movie, the third pick.
Oh, the third pick. Shit, I don't know. I don't know, like Devil's Rejects is pretty crazy because they're all like murderous trolls and they just fuck with their victims.
Gotcha.
I
So
don't know if you've seen that
mean,
one. It's
no, I didn't actually. But I mean, I like that your answer is different than the ones that people usually have. Like usually, you get the same shit. Gladiator. Someone just said in the chat, Braveheart. Stuff like that. So my last question for you, sir. Give me your top 3 people that dead or alive who you would meet if you had the opportunity.
well, I don't know. That's a tough one, like dead people or alive.
Yeah.
I guess I could ask like Susan, the CEO of YouTube, the algorithm secrets or something, maybe get an in there. Just anything that would pull me out of poverty. I don't know what I would ask or who I would ask to like succeed in that endeavor, right?
Who the hell, Susan? Who?
I forget her last name. It's like her name's Susan. She's the CEO of YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ugh, fuck that.
No, it's smart. He wants to figure out the algorithm, dude.
Oh, for the
Milligan.
algorithm. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
man.
That's smart. That is smart.
I don't know. It's a really tough question. I don't know a lot of dead characters. I mean, even edgy answers, I can't think of anything. Like, oh, that's sweet Hitler. No, like, who cares? Like, what would I ask him? Hey, man, what's your
What
favorite
made you do
sandwich?
it?
Hey, you mad, bro? Like, yeah,
Anybody else?
I don't know. I mean, what are old dead people supposed to like tell me or give me advice about or help me out with? Like, I don't relate to any of them with anything.
Jesus, bro. Give me the secret to wine.
it's a good point.
Yeah, bro, or like
And
someone
then current
like
people a lot. Like, what? Ask some world leader something or troll them in some way.
I mean,
Ask
anybody you
famous
think of.
YouTuber, hey, man, remember that time I killed the flight master and delayed your raid by 10 minutes?
Like Bruce Lee,
Who would ask Bruce Lee?
What's the secret?
But you wouldn't have to
know.
ask him anything. It's just meeting the person, admiring greatness.
Just chilling, eat a
Admiring
sandwich, a
greatness.
barbecue.
Yeah, I don't know who I'd want to chill with. I don't know. It's it's an unusual question for me to answer. I wish I could like come up with something, but it's very difficult. I'm normally really good with this improv stuff.
Okay. So that's pretty much it for us, bro. It's nice to know that it's that you're not getting hated on and you're feeling bad about it. I like that you're playing off of it and using it to your advantage. You're using it to get eyeballs. I mean, you have 64,000 subs on YouTube, so that's fucking huge, bro.
Well,
The
thing with the sub count though is like only 5,000 of them actually end up watching the videos. Like, not every video either. It's like the World of Warcraft subs don't care about Albion. The Albion subs don't care about New World. New World subs don't care about anything because the game died.
Right. Yeah,
It's
but you
just
get
too
the
diverse.
point. You get the point, though. You get the point. It's still a good accomplishment, bro. And I gotta give you
It is.
your respect for that, bro. And you're
You know
playing.
what?
You're
Hit him
playing
with
smart.
a premium, bro. Hit him with a.
Hit him with a what?
Do we have a premium to give away?
Let's hit him with a premium.
All right,
Yes,
boom.
bro.
We're gonna give courtesy sponsored by Mr. Flocka. We're gonna give away a premium real quick. We're gonna do exclamation mark Swolebenji. All right, hold on a second. Let me pull this shit up, boys. Exclamation mark Swolebenji.
Speaking of getting these sponsorship deals, doesn't SBI tell you to like avoid me or something like that? I feel like a lot of these content creators.
Oh, he doesn't even know. I am assuming.
No, he has no idea.
You think
not
you're
associated
hated
with
by
them.
SBI?
SBI loves me, bro. They would never do anything to me. Or...
I get no giveaways ever from them. They hate my guts.
Nah,
Don't worry, bro.
Don't worry, bro. This giveaway is not sponsored by SBI. It's sponsored by Mr. Flocka. He's-
BA, bro. Come on.
Yeah, he's my guy. He's our guy. So exclamation mark Swolebenji if you want to win a free premium, boys. That shit free. Just jump in here. The less people there are, the higher chance it is you're getting free premium. So just jump in here, boys. So that's it for Swolebenji. We're gonna talk Del Negro a little bit. He's gonna tell us about the tournament on Wednesday. So on that note, Swolebenji, let me thank you for joining us, bro. This is the first interview you've ever done, and you did it with us. So I really appreciate you, bro. And let me hit you with a round of applause real quick.
Hey, glad you had me. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Did you
I
have
don't
fun,
really get to
bro?
talk to a lot of people. I don't really get to socialize anymore. I'm just in a dark little corner just making videos.
That's terrible, bro. Join. Listen.
Yeah, you
go
gotta get
play
out
with
more.
Syndic. Go play with
You
Syndic.
do what?
Don't worry. We will make you useful.
Yeah, bro. We definitely gonna suggest some guilds for you to have some fun if you decide to try. Okay. So we're not gonna waste more of your time, bro. I'm glad you had fun, and I'm gonna upload this to YouTube within the next couple of days in case your boys want to see it. I know you got some fans on YouTube. Also, you're a beast. Thank you for that, bro. For our CIR homie over there. Thank you, bro.
Just tell his name. Just tell his name.
Captain Tango.